All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome. It's the Jeekly 83, and we got Luca up against Wolu out here. Going to be playing that Kai Elphelt gameplay. Guys, this is our first streamed match of 2026. I'm going to go ahead and date the VOD, I guess. I'll do so with my audio at least. Guys, the first big Guilty Gear Strive tournament of 2026. That's going to be the title. You know it. That's going to be the title. Mark my words. I'm going to try to get as many clicks as I can, guys. If you're here because of the title, let me know, please. Or maybe you're here because of Luca getting this pressure here in the corner. Goes for that Direct Clap PRC. Wolu tries to throw through, but keeps that whiff safe with our own PRC. Catches you with the overhead, but because we spent that PRC, we didn't have the red RC to follow up after. Luca with some good blocks, but unfortunately getting caught with the overhead. This time we did have that 50 tension to confirm after. Despite that, Luca unfortunately wasn't able to confirm that first 5K hit. Getting another chance handed here. Goes for that 5D. Another whiff throw there from Wolu after that PRC attempt. I'm not going to lie. That was a spaghetti lasagna pastorino match right there. But Luca coming out on top. Guys, we're warming up a bit. Okay, and I think this is a not a California, Jesus. A Canada team kill, both of these players. I check nowadays just to get ahead of any connection things. It's like, oh, guys, our connection's bad. It's like, yeah, you're in Canada and you're in Puerto Rico. You know, it's like, yeah, it's gonna suck. I'm trying out here. I'm trying. But not today. No, our gamers are going out here. Wolu with a little bit of life is still keeping that pressure up with our bomb vest. Good angle there from Luca on that stun edge, and it's going to be enough. Guys, big shout outs to Arashi Miraku. Happy 2026. Yes, homie. Thank you for that sub, man. That's crazy. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Y'all weren't even alive when that clip came out. Y'all remember that Twitch clip? Y'all are so young. Y'all weren't even born. You don't have to do that. Can I give that back? You don't have to do that. Is my impression good enough that where anyone knows what I'm saying? I know ball. Okay, thank you. All right, Wolu with the color swap here. I just got everywhere a message going like so. Welcome. Oh, that was tricky. So it looked like the Pineberry first hit. Well, the hit was on the same side, but then getting the cross up low after Wolu. Showing you some cool stuff, but despite that, Luca was actually about to get a nice wall break combo after that Sun Edge DD route, but Wolu spent that burst. But that's the gamble, right? Goes for that wake up super. Is that close enough to hit? Nice. Oh, wow. And he was actually able to get rid of that projectile as well. Wolu should be blocking here. Oh, but that was very tricky from Luca. Showing you a lot of button fast RC into thing, PRC into thing, and showing you that we'll be able to do it even there on the super. It's going to cost you 100 meter, but... Oh, there's that counter hit Direct Clap. Yeah, we've been tricky, Luca, with the like Direct Clap into like fast PRC something. But hey, if just going for raw Direct Clap gets you the counter hit, you don't need to you know, you don't need to get too tricky with it. You know, good match there from Wolu. Still trying to fight back here, but it's gonna be that stun edge through the 6P. I'm gonna have to watch that back on the replay. That was actually a little interesting here because I saw Wolu queued up that 6P here. Of course, we were very low. Any hit would have taken it. Let's see. Or was it a mash there? Oh, I guess the projectile was already out at that point. Well, I gotta say, man, strong stuff here from Luca. Wolu. Sometimes that's what you need, man, is a little bit of a goal burst in your life. To get the pressure going in your favor. Wow, can you imagine if Luca bursted there and Wolu was ready with that burst fade? That would have been a massive momentum swap. Luca able to hold on to that mechanic. Okay, Wolu, a little risky there because we did corner ourselves, but we did get the hit. We're able to fight back out. We have this pressure up. Luca could potentially burst here because with 100 tension... Okay, actually, no, you don't have to spend it. Okay, wise save there then. At this point, you're guaranteeing you're not going to have to do it. With a high DP like that, Luca was ready with the Link combo after. Oh my god! Almost kept it going even with the TI. Trying to go for that 2K may have been your downfall. Oh my god, if that hit, that would have been the Twitter clip of a lifetime, bro. Luca going for that Link 2K. But unfortunate stuff. I mean, that's the gamble, right? Hey, like, you know, that's the price you pay. Of course, that clip would have been juicy, but if you go for it and miss, it's the cost of your life. You know, it's that risk reward. It's the risk reward. Wolu saying, hey, I take those. Luca holding on to this burst even still. Doesn't need it quite yet. Going to get another Dragon Install combo. Is this going to hit from that far away? Ooh, ooh. Oh my god, that is so nasty. I haven't seen... I can't remember the last time I've seen like a really impressive air Dragon Stall route, and I just saw 2 back-to-back in like 30 seconds, it feels like, from Luca. So, we definitely got some cool Kai routes out here that I need to definitely get educated on, and I am here in this set, but, I mean, guys, call it a mini lesson because it's about to be a 3-0 for Luca unless Wolu has something to say about it right now. Oh, trying to go for that burst bait again, but Luca just not falling for it. In fact, Luca's saying like, you know, I'm going to take this burst to the grave. I'm going to take this burst to game 4. At this point, if we even need it, that is, Wolu going to spend our burst to try to get... Oh, now that was a really nasty stun dipper. That was a very nasty stun dipper, but no meter at this point. Oh, there's the burst. And there was the checkmate, too. I mean, at that point, it was going to be so tricky. You're just basically hoping Wolu messes up. And not today. Was able to block out that burst on that counter hit 6P. Luca had spent out all of that tension. Had nothing else left. Went for the Hail Mary jump in, but it wasn't enough. Wolu was ready with the 6P. But despite that, those were some awesome routes there from Luca. I mean, that's how it is, right? I wasn't kidding. It's the risk reward. You go for a route that crazy. You fly that close to the sun, Icarus. You can't fly. What's the story, guys? You can't fly that close to the sun, Luca. And Wolu showing you why. A tale as old as time. But Luca bringing it back to basics here. Going to counter hit confirm that 2D into an extra couple hits here to carry Wolu to the corner and keep that pressure up. Confirming that 5K to keep that stun edge, keep that stun state on you, that shock state with your Dire Clout. Luca's always routing into that to keep that pressure on, using those extra plus frames when we can. Wolu with a pixel here, still alive, trying to get out of that corner. You couldn't make a single fraction of a mistake, so Luca going to be able to take you out with just a pixel there. Oh man, that could have been a nasty counter hit confirm if that was a, counter hit 2H into a stun edge. That would have been crazy stuff. Luca was ready for it. Going to be able to DP through that gap. I got to say, Luca's been doing a good job of finding those. It's going to be that overhead mix here, catching Wolu, going for that backdash. Luca going for another DP here in our route, but it wasn't fast enough. And Wolu gets a chance to breathe. Going to be able to DP out of this situation, overdrive out of that situation. And there's the first DP that we're able to bait here on Luca's side. Using that fast RC to keep the pressure up, but no tension anymore or burst. So even a chip would be all you needed, but Wolu was able to catch you with that 2P. Still set point here for Luca, guys, but awesome set. And it's this Elphelt here. That's normally where Wolu ends our combo to try to bait burst, but first off, Luca never burst there. Second, we didn't even have the burst, so Wolu was able to just show us the full extension of the combo, and look at the damage you're able to get off of some of these hits. Wolu just potentially only needs one more. Luca may be at kill percent, especially with the 100 meter, but you gotta wake up. Oh my god, a throw! I'm holding my breath because I'm looking at the burst. Okay, Luca not in a great spot, but you do have your burst here. Wolu can't make a single mistake. Does have a burst of our own, but doesn't have much freedom to spend it. You do have that orange wild assault. I'm holding my breath. Counter hit here. Okay, good burst. Oh my god, that fast RC was nasty. Oh my god, I'm holding my breath. Whoa! Nice reaction there from Luca. Seeing Wolu and that air dash animation was ready for the air throw after a PRC. Here we go, guys. Awesome matchup we have out here. Not a fun one for Zatos, from what I understand. It's going to be InvasiveCreator up against 6 Macy out here. 6 Macy playing some awesome Bridget that we've been seeing out here in some of our Jeekly brackets. I think we've had 6 Macy here on stream before. At the very least, I know I've been watching this Bridget in some of these online brackets. InvasiveCreator going to be coming out here on this Zato, trying to show us that 5D, but Macy was ready with the throw on our wake up, able to respond to that overhead. I love that mash confirming into red RC. It's not going to be enough damage here, but with a reset, potentially you can keep that pressure up. The YRC buys your time out of the corner, and now Macy can fight back here. Does get that return yo-yo hit, puts Invasive into the corner. Needs one more mix potentially to confirm this round, and it's gonna be the throw. You're thinking about the meaty, you're thinking about, is it gonna be the low there? You're thinking about what is Macy gonna do after? No, it's just the throw. Great stuff. Ooh, yeah, that approaching 2H. Don't blame Creator for bursting on that one. Can be some gnarly damage if Macy was ready for the counter hit confirm. Talking about counter hit confirms. Creator. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Thank God Macy had YRC there. Holy shit. Yo, Creator. Oh my god. Oh my god, that round was fucking nasty. Oh my god, talking about counter hit confirms. Oh my god. Okay, wow, okay, whoo. Okay, we got a heater on our hands, bro. That first round took a minute. Macy clawed it back. Creator in that second round blew up with one counter hit 5H into that burst bait. So Creator does have that burst advantage here at the moment. Nice deep mix there with the rock the baby. I like that throw early, throw often. Oh my god, Macy expected the kill? Oh no. Okay. Okay, tricky stuff there. Maybe potentially Macy expected the kill on one of those hits there. I'll have to, maybe I've caught it in the replay here. Oh. Yeah, potentially maybe. I don't know. I mean, it is online. She could have gotten rollback or something, saying like, you know, maybe on her screen it killed. I don't know. maybe on their screen it killed. I don't know. Okay, so great stuff. Great stuff. Gonna catch you with that low. And basically gonna spend that burst. Oh, that was tricky, bro. It was the overhead, but it was a cross up because of that angle that Creator had found. It's going to be the slow RC. I mean, not a bad call here. Tricky stuff. Could have, that actually may have crossed up depending on the setup there. Maybe that's what Macy was going for. That actually looked kind of tricky. But potentially, sometimes you like to see the fast RC. Oh, I like that counter hit confirmed. That's going to be some good damage. Not enough to kill, though. Going for the Return of the Killing Machine super. Does a little bit less damage than the Roger super, but I don't think either would have killed. I think Macy knew that as well, but knew that the super that they did go for gives you less meter, a burst meter. So Invasive still doesn't have that burst, whereas Roger super probably would have given them burst by now. So good routing there by Macy is what I'm trying to say, long story short, but good routing here from Creator as well. Gonna be caught by some of this 5H. Oh yeah, always. I mean, that's definitely the woes of a Bridget player, right? Getting your scooter thrown. You're just trying to go for a simple, meaty close slash from full screen. Why can't I? No, not all the time. Sometimes players are going to be ready with that throw, and this time Creator turned that into a round win for herself. So these players going back and forth, bro. That 2S round start can be pretty gnarly. Oh, God, that throw was pretty Nice here from InvasiveCreator. Feeling that pressure in the corner. Spins the burst to try to breathe here for a second. Was ready with that oppose, which can be a good answer to some of these yo-yos and some of those approaching JHs that Macy's showing a bit of. But another counter hit. This time it's going to be on that blue Wild Assault. Macy definitely showing you the strength of it. Bridget, I mean, maybe Potemkin's the best blue Wild Assault user, but ignoring Potemkin, is it Bridget? Is Bridget the best blue Wild Assault user? Going for another Roger Super. Now it's not going to kill. Look at the burst. Guys, what did I tell you? Invasive may even get another burst this round, depending on what happens here. Baiting that YRC, but has the red RC to checkmate you. Macy gets a second game here on the board. Whew. Okay. All right, guys. I got to do some bracket stuff if you don't mind me doing that. So, okay, so we got to go back to pool 1, right? And who did I say in pool 1? It was, oh, Kensei and Happyrio coming up, guys. Okay, I'm going to add them. Give me one moment. Okay, guys, I got everyone added. Okay, sorry. I got everyone added. I'm looking up to InvasiveCreator at 1 hit, but still in the round. Goes for that tap dust to try to keep that pressure up. But Macy uses that YRC again. Macy not holding that tap dust from Zato's, which to me, dude, tap dust from Zato is unblockable for some reason. But Macy says, I don't need to block it. Was ready with throws earlier in the round. Was ready with YRC right there in the gap. Or rather, after blocking a normal, that is. Ooh, but the burst bait, or rather the DP bait from Creator there just needs to be spaced out with that 5H. Is able to catch Macy here with the low. Yeah, holding on to that burst very wisely, saying, hey, if I do it here, it'd probably be a Hail Mary sort of situation. Creator does have a lot of HP here. And honestly, though, in that round, like, there's no shame in fighting back because Creator was already full on that burst. You're not giving away any resources there. Going to be able to bait out that burst, but was too far away to keep that pressure up. Goes for that close slash. There is a tiny gap there, but you have to be perfectly ready for it from the Creator side. Oh, catches you on the second hit of JS. So 6 Macy keeping that pressure up. I like how Creator's just going for a little bit of an air stall, but Macy calling it out with air throw. These blue Wild Assaults catching with both counter hits, but also catching on just normal hits on backdashes. Trying to block it out, but hey, able to react to that throw and then baits out the DP after. Doesn't get the full conversion after that counter hit 5H. Macy goes for the 6P there, but was that opposed and in the middle of the routing? Creator was able to stay alive there? What? Going for the Bridget special. Showing you our own air stall after all. Goes for the red RC after shoot. One more mix will do it. And it's the counter hit 5D from 6 Macy to close out this round. Here we go, guys. Can you believe this is only winners round 3 here? But the Jeekly 83 with 83 entrants. Did I highlight that earlier? 83 entrants on the 83rd Jeekly. Did I highlight that? Shouts to Void. She pointed it out. And I'm like, oh, wait, that's actually awesome. So, first off, that's an awesome entrant count. Like, that's massive. Thank you guys so much. And second, how cool is that the numbers worked out? Okay, so let's talk about the players. Kensei, many-time top 8er here at the Jeekly, but Happyrio here as well. Kensei, you know, for that guy. That's the Kensei color at this point. People know it as like the pre-order soul color for Kai, but at this point, it's the Kensei color. It's going to go down in history as such, bro. Happyrio out here. Many-time top 8er out here on the Sin. If you watch a Jeekly VOD from a couple months ago, you'd be seeing the Happy Chaos. But if you watched Paragon just the other day, Happyrio was in grand finals on this Sin. This isn't just a little bit of a lore pick, a little bit of fatherly son love out here with the Sin Kai. This is some real gaming out here. Happyrio is solid out here on this Sin, one of the stronger Sins out here in the online scene. So Kensei definitely has to put out the work here. Going to get that RTL confirm after Rio does have this tension to fight with. We just got to be able to wake up, but no stamina, right? So able to get the red RC confirm. And I mean, that was an awesome route in terms of corner carry there from Rio, despite not having the stamina. But is able to build up the stamina. Yeah, oh, okay, so Kensei did get the burst out in time. So Rio, unfortunately, spending the tension as well. Ooh, man, going for that meaty 6K is so nasty. Oh, I love that 6P through. You know what would have been insane is that if Kensei picked Far Slash there, Rio would have killed your ass with that counter hit 6P, still able to kill you with that air-to-air, and Rio actually at the burst advantage here, but Rio with an aggressive, or excuse me, Kensei with an aggressive round start there, gets answered back by Rio. Doesn't get the confirm after with that stamina cancel, unfortunately. Rio going to spend that burst. Kensei getting another counter hit, though. Rio getting a little DP heavy here towards the end of the round. And honestly, that's what you earn, right? If you're very patient on your wake-ups, you earn the right to be predictable as hell. I mean, rather unpredictable as hell. The exact opposite in the last round. Rio able to bait out that burst. Needs one more hit, goes for the overhead, but Kensei saying, hey, stop doing those tricky meaties. Tries to go for the 6K, tries to go for the overhead. No, I'm going to just DP on this wake up. If you're not blocking, you're going to get hit. Only one more hit allowed on Kensei's side, or rather no hits allowed, I should say. Rio getting caught with that stun dipper. Red RC, I don't think that'll be enough to kill. And at this point, Rio may be at a situation where burst could play an advantage here. We'll have to see. Full stamina as well. The tension is going to go to Kensei first. Oh, wow. Awesome awesome jump normal pickup there from Kensei. What did we convert into at the very end? Was that Far Slash? Great stuff. Threading the needle here from Kensei. Just a little bit of air footsie, some anime footsies. Air dash back, jump normal. Bam. Now, Rio was ready with the 6P in previous interactions, trying to call out the Far Slash, but not right there. And guys, let me go ahead and talk to the chat real quick. Hit chat. Yeah, dude, Arashi, you gotta send me the clip of that, homie. Oh my god, guys, if you're liking what you're seeing out here, this has been a cool opening match, opening round, and also if you haven't seen the other two sets, bro, you gotta go back and watch the VOD. Oh my god, we have some cool matches out here. This one is no stranger to that. Both Rio and Kensei going down the last hit there. Okay. All right, cool. All right, I should be back. All right. Man, this song's such a banger. Guys, this is on Spotify now, by the way. Get Over Nightmares. Since they did the awesome stuff there from Kensei. I don't mean to talk over that. This song's on Spotify. You can look it up if you care. Okay. Awesome stuff. Kensei also at the burst advantage here is in the driver's seat. Riding the momentum from the last game. Also has that burst in her back pocket. Very confident on these wake-ups. This time going for the backdash, saying, hey, I don't want to hold that fake meaty stuff. Ooh, getting counter hit here. Rio going to be sent through the wall. And with some crazy routing here, some proper routing here from Kensei, is able to also get that shock state applied with that dire clat. So Rio does have some good resources here, I gotta admit. Has that red RC to convert here, and then has the stamina left over to keep the pressure up to get the counter hit confirmed. Kensei feeling the pressure of that, goes for the burst, goes for a really deep throw potentially here onto Happyrio, but Rio called it out, kept the pressure up. Ooh, trying to bait out YRC there on the 6K. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You guys cannot YRC 6K. Happyrio was about to show you why there for a second. Yeah, you're at a tricky spot. Threading the needle there on that burst. Great stuff there from Rio. Oh, tricky cross up close slash from Rio. I gotta be careful yelling like that. I'm gonna run out of my voice, guys. I wasn't lying when I said I'm sick. Is that if the matches continue to be this hype, y'all are gonna hear how sick I am, bro. Oh my god. Great stuff there from our players. putting on the show, man. Kensei in that driver's seat. Needs to get that momentum back in our favor, and it's going to be that backdash start to do so. Great stuff here. Oh, I like that dead frame, or not dead frame. What am I trying to say? Safe jab 5P there from Kensei to try to call out a DP reversal from Rio, who has been getting a little trigger happy with the DP towards the latter halves of rounds. So I don't think that's a bad call out there from Kensei. But yeah, the fast RC is going to be enough for Kensei to take it. I think if you didn't go for fast RC and any time there had passed, then Rio probably would have built up the right amount of burst to burst. Look how close it got. Yeah, it got pretty close there. Potentially, if you did just like normal RC, walk up, wait, close slash, which is all you needed to do to kill. That could have been enough for Rio to actually build up burst if you were mashing it. So, nonetheless, fast RC there, optimal to try to save your tension expenditure in the first place. So, great stuff. Okay, guys, just checking on the Discord and whatnot.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, added my players. All right. Ooh, God. Okay, so Rio, first off, got to call it out, went for the color swap. Oh. And maybe it was a good color swap right here. At least it was a good start. Kensei, the struggler. The struggler. Good old honest footsies out here. The struggle. We're out here struggling out here on this Kai Keys, man. Even our own son is broken as shit. We're out here struggling. Good backdashes there from Rio, navigating around that Fudra arc, catching with that 5D PRC, catching out the backdash. Kensei feeling good about this one, spends the burst, and you're on a bad spot, right? Happyrio at half HP. You do have way more than 50 tension. What do you got? Oh, Sun Dipper Red RC. Happyrio does have this burst, though. You could potentially see a burst here from Rio if we need to. Doesn't even need to. Closes out the round. Now, strong stuff there from Kensei. Could have potentially even gotten that burst there from Rio as long as we had gotten that next hit. But it's going to be Rio coming out on top on this round. But Kensei fans rejoice. We're still up those 2 games. We've been playing hot, bringing it down to the last round every time. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the same regardless of who wins this one. That we're going to go on that last round. 5D in, though. Happyrio going to try to close this one out sooner than we think, huh? Going to close you out with that beak driver. No stamina or tension here, but we'll be building up those resources here in just a moment. Dances around that PRC here from Kensei. Oh, great call out on that air stall. Kensei going for air stall JD. Rio ready with the dash 5P to confirm it to RTL after. Gets the meaty 2S. Nothing tricky, but enough to put Kensei in the corner. DP's out of the gap. The burst gets answered from Rio. The counter hit 2S. Doesn't fully commit to the burst bait, and Kensei able to weave it out. Goes for the air DP. Chases you down with Fudra Arc in the far slash. Confirms, guys. My voice isn't going to be able to call out the whole match. Rio, oh my God. Oh, gosh. Okay, thank God that round ended. I was about to turn into a frog, bro. Holy shit. Man, Kensei showing you some awesome stuff here at the end of the round with that air DP. But Rio in the last hit scenario was able to get that air dash back JH, a very strong option from Sin, whether you have them in the corner, whether you're in the corner, whether the corner isn't on the screen. Air dash back JH, what's the worst that can happen? And Rio pulling it out there to get that last hit to close out the round. Excuse me. Take a drink, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, early burst here. Kensei spending our burst on Wild Assault, so we don't have that defensive mechanic, but we still do we do have that resource advantage still, so we'll have to see. And Lakey, I see you in the chat there, homie. How you living? Love to watch Kai win. Well, you came in at a good time. Or at the very least, Kensei got 2 games on the board. You're going to have to check out the other 2 over on the VOD. There's my segue into exclamation point YouTube. If you guys haven't subbed already, I'd appreciate if you did. We throw everything over on there, so I appreciate you. You can check out this set and others and future over there on the channel. But until then, you're watching live over here on twitch.tv/itsjeek. And Kensei is catching you with this Foudra arc, finishing you off with direct clat to put that shock state on you. Rio trying to approach with that advancing low, but Kensei being safe there in the air with the artillery. AC 130 above. Kensei hits you with that stun edge. Good spacing here. Doesn't, but because of the spacing, wasn't able to get that conversion after, unfortunately. And the throw comes out here from Rio. But, dude, I got to say, Kensei's been showing a lot of backdash in these latter rounds on Wake Up, and it's been broken. The burst comes out. Rio waiting until after the counter hit so we don't get the burst baited. Counter hitting with that 2S. No defensive mechanic left here from Rio in the form of that burst. But you do have that YRC potentially. Kensei going for the bait there with 5K. Only one more hit to close it out. Rio trying to stay alive with that YRC. But Kensei says, not today, son. Go back to timeout. Here we go, guys. We haven't had this character on a Jeekly stream in a minute, bro. I'm out here thirsty for my Leo. And it's going to be Neo coming out showing us this Leo. Neo also going by Nora. So if you don't, if you're confused and you expect a Nora, her name's Neo and start GG. I'll probably mix it up a bit. Maybe we'll rebrand it to the Neo. But Kaneda, of course, if you guys don't know, top 8 here many times before out here on the Jeekly, coming up to that grand final spot a couple times before, I think at least as well. Kaneda out here on the Sin, going to be able to send this Leo through. You're going to be seeing a lot of that 5H here from Neo. Showing you the first one here, turning this mid-screen hit into a wall break. Not just that, but a hard knockdown as well. Kaneda, though, so much resources on Wake Up. Still, Neo going for that meaty close slash. Kaneda respecting that meaty. I actually love that. Oh, my God, the patience from Kaneda on these resources, because look how much we have left. Oh my God, it closes out the round and never even spent any of that tension. Just close it out with the stamina alone. Great stuff. I guess Sin kind of has that privilege. He's able to use the stamina as your hit conversion, your combo resource button, and then the RC truly is what it is, the game-breaking cheat code, right? Of like, oh, okay, well, let me burst bait this all of a sudden. Oh, great. Back turn K pickup there from Neo. Now we're going to get this hard knockdown here. Kaneda, what's the mix this time? No, just going to go for that close slash, but this time the mix is going to be the 5D follow-up after. Going to be a lot of damage, but this is Sin. Maybe not enough to kill. I know that's Leo, and I know that super does a lot, but not this time. Going for the safe jab 5P this time. Neo respecting Kaneda, trying to go for maybe a DP on wake up, but I got to say Kaneda very respectful in these wake ups. Well, there you go. I guess I got hit by that one as well. You guys saw that in real time. look how respectful Kaneda is, DP. You saw that in real time. That's fighting games, homie. Good mash here. Oh my gosh. Oh, unfortunately didn't get that back turn S pickup. Yeah, I don't know the hitbox science there, so unfortunately Neo wasn't able to get that hit, but the 5D mix will be enough for Neo. The claw! Oh my God! Okay. Thank God back turn S is broken, or at least if you're a Neo fan. Kaneda did have a chance to breathe there. I have to watch back on the replay. Was that 6P? What happened here? Of course, Neo just tried to close out the round with that back turn H, but you saw that she had whiffed the back turn S. Probably expected that to kill it first, but unfortunately, Kaneda was too high. I was talking, wasn't paying attention. Let me watch it again. Oh, it was Beak Driver startup. And I accidentally gave Neo an extra game. I apologize. Excuse me. Nora, excuse me. Sunzun, are you saying Nora in a way that is cheering for her or in a way that is correcting me? Because I'll admit, I'm self-conscious. And I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. But it's funny that Kaneda has a Leo badge. Wait, I didn't see that. Oh my gosh, I actually didn't see that, Arashi. That's funny. I would never cheer for Nora. Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to Nora. Well, shout out to the Leo Cord. it's a little under wraps. I don't want to like it's not like public. It's like for like people that are like Leo mains, like trying to like up and comers and stuff. But that's where, actually I think that's where I met Nora, or at least that's where I interacted with her. But here she is entering the bracket, going for a kill potentially on Kaneda. Oh man, yeah, and that's when that back turn super kills. That's what you expect when you see Leo go for that back turn super. Oh, yep, there's that 5H again. Yeah, you gotta be good about, rather preemptive, rather, with that 5H sometimes in some of these matchups. Neo trying to show you exactly that here, trying to be preemptive here on Kaneda, but Kaneda taking advantage of that, does block out that HDP route, which you are able to red RC that was HDP. Goes for the overhead, but because of the gap, Kaneda is able to DP through. Kaneda really good at threading the needle on these DPs. Too early on that 6B though, and it's going to be that backdash JH I was telling y'all about earlier. Kaneda able to turn that into an RTL kill. Because I think I think you were able to see, you have to go back and check it on the VOD, but Kaneda had 100 tension there. So I think we actually went for the 100 tension route. Or maybe just killed, I'm actually not sure. Oh, but the approaching 2K, the counter hit confirmed, still wasn't enough. Kaneda able to keep that pressure up. Neo finding the gap though. Gets that throw. Nora, nice stuff converting that counter hit into this 2S confirm. Sending you through. Alright, we've seen close slash. We've seen safe jab 5P. Any tricks? Okay, this time. They're maybe trying to go for 2 dashes. Got the 1. Was patient about it after. Kaneda spending the burst. Neo not throwing it away here. Nora does have her burst to spend and 100 tension to follow ourselves up. And it's that preemptive 5H, and that's why you want to be preemptive about it, because it can catch nasty startups from full screen potentially on Kaneda, especially when Neo pairs it with that dash momentum. So good stuff here. But I mean, look at it. It's damn near full screen, bro. Oh, I think Kaneda went for Beak Driver. I won't watch it again. I think that was a Beak Driver startup. So good stuff there to Nora. That's why you want to be preemptive about that 5H here as Leo. If you're having trouble in a matchup as Leo, like against bruisers, like Sin and Slayer and Abba, what are some other bruisers? You know, fit the bill, whatever, right? Maybe press 5H a little bit. Be a little bit more preemptive with 5H if that's where you're having trouble. That is in neutral, because a lot of those characters have like these like advancing lows, or they have these low moves that if you're preemptive with 5H, you can actually buy a lot of mileage. Now Kaneda's saying, hey, look, you gotta earn the neutral first, homie. Right now you're stuck in hit stun. Kaneda gonna be able to keep this pressure up with this Oki. Has the hard knockdown after that overdrive. But the gap was too large. Neo able to find the flash kick, and on a little bit of life here, does go into a nice boot scoot combo, bro. Can we, dude, there's a world where we call it boot scooting, bro. There's a world. Of course, it's called moonwalking. It's called moonwalking. But there's a world. Kaneda, great stuff right there. Gets the 5D. Yo, who named it moonwalking? I'll first to 100 them, and we'll name it boot scooting. 100 losses later. Oh, there you go. And that's another thing about being preemptive with that 5H, is that if Kaneda picks air dash, then Neo just holding the 5H button is ready with the guard point after. Oh, but the DP gets baited. Neo is ready with the burst to put this in the corner. Able to block out that cross up though and keep the pressure up. Kaneda converts into the Tyrant Barrel. Mid-raid and arc. That's awesome, man. Well, happy looting. Happy looting. Friendly's here. Friendly's here. Don't shoot. Friendly's here. Kaneda saying, hey, I don't care if you're friendly. I need to get a game on the board, and does so right here. Great stuff. We're up here 1-2. Neo getting punished there for that 2D. Can't be doing that willy-nilly. Got to be ready with the RC after. Of course, if you're going for a hard call out and you're wrong, you're wrong. That's fighting games. Yeah, I can't wait for the 8th either. It's going to be a fun one. Hopefully I start feeling better by then, bro. I got to. Of course, I wouldn't go sick or anything, and I hope to God I'm still not sick by then. But unfortunately I am right now. So thank goodness we didn't have the offline this week. Got to relax. I've personally been taking a big break from fighting games. I did play a little bit of Strive over the holiday break, just like some part games. I hope y'all, if a break was in order for you, I hope you had a relaxing break and a great time playing other games and hanging out with family and friends, and or just playing other games, or maybe other fighting games, or maybe other characters. I don't care. Hope anyone was sick over the holiday. Bro, we were all sick over the holiday. You know what's actually annoying as fuck is that I didn't even leave the house. I didn't leave the house on Christmas. I didn't leave the house on New Year's. Bro, I watched the ball drop on Animal Crossing, and I still got sick. Good beak driver there out of the corner. Kaneda getting that throw, had the tension to close the round. So Nora had a chance to flash kick out. Guys, I got to be careful about yelling like that. I can start to feel my throat close up. I wasn't lying. I swear I am sick. Yo, Oni brother, thank you for the raid, homie. Thank you for the raid, homie. Shit, I gotta do the command. Thank you, Oni brother. Thank y'all. Welcome, guys. It's the Jeekly. Jeekly number 83. 83 entrants at our 83rd bracket. We got Neo over here going by Nora. Kaneda over here on the Sin. Was down 2 games, but now all of a sudden, we just got 2 games on the board, and we're going to game 5. Awesome stuff here from both Nora and from Kaneda. I love... Let it go. Let the record show. The Twitch chat isn't on the screen, guys. But let the record show that... How do I say this name? Sun's Undertale? Sun's Undertale is the Nora ride or die out here. I gotta say, I'm looking at people shouting Kaneda's name. I don't see many names here in the Twitch chat, but there is one name resounding all. It is Nora coming from Sun's Undertale out here. So we got fans going for that flash kick. Oh, here we go. Okay. I didn't mean the bait. Rift coming out here saying, fuck that, I'm here for Kaneda. OEG sweep. Yeah, guys, check those tags. Kaneda wearing a couple, but of course wearing that OEG tag. One of the longest tags I've seen out there, in both OEG and ONG over there on Kaneda's side, wearing those proudly out here on the Sin. Awesome figure out here in the scene, Kaneda. Just, playing the game up there in Canada. Strong Sin player, playing other characters as well, participating in these online brackets, pushing the game, competing every week. You can't ask for more out here. Kaneda, a outstanding Strive player. Despite that, Neo out here kicking your ass on this Leo. Oh my god, going for that meaty close slash again. That's going to be enough to kill. Kaneda doesn't get the wall splat, doesn't get the burst, and we're down here to game 5. Trying to go for that heavy slash follow-up. Kaneda did block it out there for a second, but Nora with the delay flash kick was actually able to DP out. Now, a lot happened in just a few seconds there. Of course, the bursts were spent, but then the counter hit guard point there from Nora is going to be able to send Kaneda through with this super after as well. Nice hits here. The fast RC from Nora will close it. Now that was a close set, and Kaneda bringing it down to the wire nearly with that reverse sweep. But Neo moving on, 3-2. All right, guys, so here we go. We got Macho and Lakey. I was saying before the match, but Lakey, of course, playing that Viking before, but also at this point, the Unika at this point is more than a secondary, and at this point, it's just another tool on the tool belt. And we're committing to it here against the Asuka that Macho is the connoisseur of. Going to be able to get some interesting special cancels and follow-up cancels on the cubes. Potentially, maybe that's what Lakey is going for here. Of course, that 5P can be pretty gnarly as well. So we'll see if that is going to help us out. Good Starburst follow-up here from Lakey here. The 5D gets blocked out. Macho able to block, or rather jump up over that 2S follow-up. Now, that's one secret to your Unika defensive play, right? If you're having trouble against Unika, she's got so many plus frames in the corner. Oh, my God. She keeps dashing after every follow-up and throwing me, blah, 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 right? Nice throw there from Macho after teleporting to close out that round, throwing Lakey twice back-to-back. Anyways, watch how Macho plays in the corner on defense. You'll see that Macho is holding up in some of these situations, and that's not just because we're holding up. We're not, that's not zone or hold up. That's Macho calling out 2S follow-up from Lakey to try to get out of that corner so that Lakey doesn't get that free run-up after. Now, that is a very minus JD right there, but Macho didn't get as big of a follow-up after as we probably anticipated. Ooh, catching the backdash here with that big cube. Lakey does have our burst and will have a chance to spend it here because Macho unfortunately didn't have that super. Potentially, maybe there's some weird Hera shenanigans or some super high-level shit you could have done there to somehow get enough tension to super somehow, maybe. Like, I don't know if, Macho, you're watching this back on YouTube, you can tell me maybe there's actually a way you could have killed here. Because that was close, bro. Still checkmate. Closing out this first round here against Lakey. Let me go ahead, guys. I'm just going to do some admin stuff to make sure the bracket is still running, okay? I just don't want to get too confident, rather. So let me make sure the next players are added and such. Okay, so everyone should be added for the next 3 matches, okay? All right. Okay, everyone should be added for the next 3 matches or such, so we'll be good to go from here, okay, guys? If you get sorry that I did that during the match. I'm looking up and seeing that Macho, even at a pixel, is still so aggressive with that run-up throw. Lakey, no! Oh my God, Lakey with 100 tension there said, I just need one fucking thing to connect. Just one thing, but Macho with that spaced projectile said you can't press anything. And Lakey getting called out for it. Macho was able to close out that round. Lakey fighting back though, getting that burst. Oh, nice air dash back to get that throw whiff punish combo after another one to boot. Lakey's, what's up for Macho? Fool me once, shame on you, blah, blah, blah. You guys can fill in the rest. Lakey gonna close out the wall interaction there. Macho losing our mana shield. That was all this mage wrote. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Macho with the optimal. Did you see how we dashed in between hits of the DP there? Of course, that double hit DP can be catching a lot of us online, making us frustrated. But Macho actually, calling it out there with the air dash in the middle, or rather the ground dash in the middle, excuse me. Oh, active already with our air attacks. Lakey wasn't able to approach the way we wanted to, and Macho has you still in this corner, spaced out with those projectiles, able to go into super. That should be enough to kill Macho. 2 games up on the board. God, sorry. Fuck. Sorry, I didn't mute. Sorry, I didn't mute. Okay. I gotta make sure I'm drinking my drink and eating my cough drops. Oh, fuck. I gotta... Let me do a cough drop now, in fact. I saw a code get claimed. Thank you for claiming that code for the cough drops. All right, guys. There's probably going to be some lip smacking. Okay, actually, editor note, edit it from here. And then leave the viewers, like... Leave them like, what? Why did they edit it from there? But edit out the thing. And don't say what the thing was. Have everybody guessing. And the viewers on YouTube are like, what's the thing? And just edit it out perfectly so that they don't see it. And we'll try to reference it later. Okay, test your luck with some explosive stuff out here on the Nagoriyuki, guys. Sorry for the bad intro there. We got test your luck out here. Many time top 8er on the Nagoriyuki. Playing it up there from Canada. Going to be playing it out against Roiyariti on the Faust. Roy been playing it out here on this NetPlay scene. Also been streaming on his own as well. Been pulling up in other people's online rooms and stuff. Closing out close rounds such as that one. Roy also playing a couple other characters as well, but I know them for the Faust. And if you don't know them for that, you're going to be learning today. Of course, Test Your Luck, known for this this blood-drinking samurai out here. Going to be able to get this wall splat follow-up here from Roy, but Test Your Luck, excuse me, does have this burst here. Oh, try to go for the bite, but the burst pushes you back. Nice fast PRC there. Roy probably trying to go for a scarecrow, but not able to get that one out and test. Oh my god, the 6H actually pushed us back into the banana that was primed and ready to go. Roy calling that one out. Oh, the 2H extended our hurt box. Hold your breath. Either player's game. Oh, the 2H not following up. Oh my god, buff Faust, buff Faust, buff Faust, buff Faust. Arxis, do you see this? Buff Faust. Okay, we did have to... Oh, wait, actually, never mind. That's the whole round. Okay, I was about to say we did have to spin our burst, but no, that was the whole round. Awesome stuff there from both of our players, bringing it down to the very last hit, man. Roy primed the follow-up with that 2H, but it was our downfall twice there. Once it extended our hurt box into the blood pop. A second time, it didn't follow up to get the last hit for the combo that we needed, which was unfortunate stuff, but hey, we're still able to close it out, so... ain't nothing but a thing. And here I'm ready for the shout out this time around.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
Thank you. The drop a cloud. Thank you, homie. Riot, what's going on, Riot? Yo, is that third place of the Jeekly 3? Or did you win it? Or did you actually win it actually? Right, did you actually win? Oh my god, it's been so long. I don't think you won it. Maybe you got second or third. It was third? Okay. Axel player extraordinaire. Riot, respectfully, I hope I never see you in bracket. But I would love to play some friendlies with you next time I see you in an offline, man. I think we saw... Did we say hi at SQXL? I don't know. We definitely didn't play, but I hope we at least said hi if you were there. You retired now? What's going on, Drop the Cloud? How you doing? Okay. All right, guys. Another explosive round from both of these players. Yeah, we did talk at SU. Yeah. Didn't you actually help run one of the brackets, I think? You actually helped run a bracket, I think. Which is cool of you. I think you help do that a lot. Don't you? Like, help TO and stuff? Okay. All right, guys. We got to TO this one. We got to commentate this one. Roy, up around and up again. But test your luck despite that with the Afro primed and ready. Goes for that wild assault to punish Roy for, God forbid, you try to take your turn there. God forbid. Test your luck had wild assault ready and you tried to take your turn? Oh, man, you don't deserve to win this round. Oh! God forbid. Nagoriyuki had burst meter and you tried to take your turn? You thought the block string was over? Bro, what are you doing? I'm being facetious, of course. Roy does have that burst here. And Tess, high on that blood, is kind of betting it all on these block strings, right? Going for the figure forward, but having to end with the 6H, having to end with the 5H. Of course, those are pretty good buttons to be ending with in the corner, but you have to for the blood navigation. And with that blood routing, unfortunately getting punished right here with that blood pop. Faust got to have one of the best throws in the entire game to try to punish blood pop from Nago. Oh my god, 6P through the 5P startup. Oh my god. God forbid Roiyariti tried to go for a 5P there. Oh my God. Test your luck in the mask pull off. Was able to see the 5P started. I don't even know if Test Your Luck thought it was 5P. Just said, that's a button. I'm going to wake up 6P your ass. Ugh. Oh my God. And then with one last interaction, Test Your Luck catches the backdash with close slash. And now we're evened up 1-1. Young Dro and Drop a Cloud. Thank you guys for those follows, by the way, when the raid came in. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. You guys came in at a good time, man. We got a hot set right here on our hands between Test Your Luck and Roiyariti. A blood pop coming out here, catching this one out with a simple close slash and ending it with the super. Test Your Luck close enough to the wall with the blood pop. That's more than enough to kill. You just got to watch the cutscene to confirm it. Roiyariti is up around here in game 3. Catching your back dash, bursting you back. Roy, confident here, is ready with those 2 H's to follow up our items as well. Test a little too spaced for that 5H, but not too spaced for that 6H from Roy. A lot of juicy items there with the trumpet, but the banana was backing it up there as well, so it wasn't completely for free. Roy taking advantage of that puts Test back into the corner here with some prolonged item play. Don't take that one out of context. Test Your Luck trying to get out of the corner here with this 5H. But with this high blood, your options are limited, but you got some good options out here with those H normals here from Nago, but bet it on black one too many times. Roiyariti says, if you throw rock too many times, I'm gonna throw paper. There's that blood pop. Blocking out that Beyblade mix. Roiyariti is up 2-1 here. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Oh man. You know like how something like ain't funny but it just catch you at the right time? Hopefully y'all can join me on that one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, check us out over on twitch.tv/itsgeek. You gotta catch the VOD live next time. Of course, if you're watching here on the YouTube, I appreciate that. Ain't no one make that joke before? I don't know. I don't think so. Luca's like, y'all dumb as shit. No one said that yet. Maybe they have, but this is the first time I found it funny. Okay, guys, I feel these poor players, I start commentating when the round is over. It feels like one person is at 1 HP, and this time it was Roy. You couldn't make a single mistake. Goes for the follow with the golf club, but Test Your Luck blocked it out and then was able to close out that round. Does have a game here on the board, so Roy only needs one more to close it out, but it's not going to be a free ride here. Test Your Luck showing how strong we are on this Nago. Going to burst you back, has this close slash to try to catch Roy, possibly going for a backdash here, winding up that 2K potentially, or maybe a crawl. Test calls you out with the command throw, beating out that normal with 5P. Good trade hit from Test Your Luck. I'm going to have to watch it a little bit slower here. Of course, Roy was airborne, so Test was able to confirm it, even though it was a trade into a combo. Let's see what it was. Let's see. I couldn't tell you. I actually could not tell you what happened there. This is where the comments are. That's the sound of a keyboard. Tell me what happened. Okay. Okay. Basso, I've learned my lesson. I am not reading that one out loud. There have been some Twitch messages I've unfortunately read out loud. That is one I am not going to read out loud. Mr. Your Luck, I need you to lock in now. Content Casper, that is funny. Mr. Your Luck. No way we're bringing out the fucking government names in Game 5. Goes for the overhead with the burst in our side as well. We're perched for set point. Test Your Luck wants to try to close this one out if we're able to. Gonna catch you with that 2S there. It's gonna be that delayed bite after Roy caught here in this corner. One more bite to close it out, and the routing, the splat before the burst could come out. The perfect on the side of TestYourLuck. Nago moves on 3-2. All right, guys, we're in the point of the bracket where we're trying to qualify for that top 8, okay? And we got some killers out here. One of them's going to have to go down to the loser side of the bracket at this point. But reminder, it's still qualifying for that top 8, so you still got chances if you go down. But, of course, you want to be on that winner side. If you're either of these players, you got Scissors on the Anji. Going to keep Totsubunger here in the corner. He does find that far slash to get out, but Scissors ready with that anti-air super follow-up close enough to the corner to get the wall break as well. Scissors with this hard knockdown and the 50 tension already built up is going to try to close out this round with some delayed mix. Totsu still blocking it out, still holding on to that chance, but Scissors with a high percentage of closing out that round at that point was able to do so. Blocking out that butterfly. Catching with that Nagiha. Nice stuff here. Scissors keeping this pressure up, I gotta say, has been running the momentum here of this first game. Now, we've seen momentum swings all tonight, and surely you have before as well, so don't count anyone out quite yet, but Scissors looking hot. I mean, talking about that already, Totsu with just one back throw was looking good herself. That burst is going to put Scissors back, going to make us think here for a moment. We have that 100 tension. Going to keep it safe with that delay PRC. Totsu sees the 100 tension on the side of Scissors, and at that point, Scissors could probably Nagiha and do nothing, and Totsu's still going to block that because of course you are. Scissors has all that tension to try to follow up our attacks, and one tricky way to do so that you're seeing a lot of here is that delay Nagiha the blue low into that delay PRC. You'll see, of course, it's just as simple as move is minus, delay my RC so that you try to punish it with a 2K or something, and then I blow you up with something, right? And you'll see Slayers do it a whole lot. You'll see Clone do it a whole lot when she's doing like Pile Bunker on block and stuff. You'll see Potemkin do it. Okay. Okay, what do we got here? Gonna be able to air dash out of that corner, but Scissors ready with the 4P. You're going to be able to 6P you there on the other side. It's going to be that delay PRC. And then there you go. Totsu went for the follow-up, went for the punish, rather, that she earned, quote-unquote. But Scissors cheated the game with that PRC, was able to get the counter hit. Back throwing Totsu here into the corner. Going to keep that pressure up as well. She's blocking it out. Doesn't have that tension to follow up. Goes with the just block and then goes for her turn after, right? Isn't too willy-nilly to press button. She's waiting for the guaranteed answer, right? I'm going to IBFD this thing. I'm going to just block this thing, and I'm going to get the punish after. But despite that, Scissors was still able to come out here on top. Nice counter hit to start off this round. Oh, that's unfortunate. Scissors getting that deflect shield there, you know, intentional or not. Totsu was ready to call it out. And Yamada-san Ganbate going to be able to take out a lot of damage here for Totsu. Tries to go for that throw, betting it all. Scissors gets the punish after. Nothing too crazy, and a great tech here from Totsu. Yeah, you got to be careful about your burst timing against Mei specifically in some of these setups. But right there, Scissors was able to thread the needle. Has 100 tension to back us up. I mean, this is a very winnable game, to be honest with you. Totsu does have her burst, though. I mean, look at that. Like, she's not willy on pressing the button. She's not just mash and burst in the corner. She's waiting for the guaranteed defensive answers. But despite that, Scissors still coming out on top, man. I got to keep it a buck. This Anji leaves no room for error. And Totsu, dude, the Anji guts keeping us alive. Both these characters with amazing effective HPs. And on one hit for either player, it's going to be Scissors with the red RC on throw. Wild Assault just to swag finish it off. And Scissors, we're up. If Scissors wins this, they will be banned from my local. And that's crazy. So that's the Scissors OS when that's the Scissors OS when they, you know, if they lose eventually, they're like, oh, I just want to keep coming to the local then. Okay, I muted mic there. Sorry, guys. Appreciate you being patient with that. Like I said, this is the sickly out here, bro. I'm sick, okay? I'm sick. If this is the Jeekly you want to watch muted, hey, no sweat off my back. I don't blame you. I would, you know, it would annoy me too, so I don't blame you. But just give me one now. Oh my god. Coach is saying give me one as well. Give me one game on the board. Well, that's a good way to start getting that round, and you have that burst advantage, but it's going to counter hit 2P there from Scissors. That button is a house, bro. We all know it, though. Everybody knows it. Anji players don't hide it either. They know. Good throw there on the spin, guys. Coach are going to get the same side here. Scissors blocking it out. Unfortunate stuff there. Got, what was that, jump JS? Potentially expecting another option here. Now, that's a tricky route. It looks like it's going to drop, but no, it's the behind-the-back Yamada-san here from Totsu to actually, oh my god, damn near close it out, but there's that Anji guts again. It's a little bit not as close as it was last time, that is. Scissors. Still, again, very winnable game, or winnable round at least, with this 100 tension. You're going to get the hard knockdown here. Oh my gosh. Scissors. Still is going to have to answer that burst. Totsu, she's not willy-nilly with those answers. Waits for the guaranteed, and that's going to be your guarantee right there. Great stuff there from Totsu. Now, that only works because of how deep the layers are. First off, if you were confused by what Mei was doing there, you're already getting hit, okay? She's able to cross you up here with this killer whale. She can do a lot of tricky stuff. She can throw you here. Scissors, knowing that there's so many potential options, was ready with the YRC, saying, I don't want to deal with any of them. Totsu, knowing that Scissors was probably going to do that there, was ready with the block. Or perhaps she's OSing, I don't know. Perhaps she's just planning to land and block. I mean, land and throw there. Was already holding the block, and then you can kind of just block the YRC guaranteed. Point is, that was a really cool interaction there from both those players. Totsu coming out on top. Definitely very strong out here on this Mei. Very happy with what she's got for us. Trying to go for that air throw here. Scissors just maybe a couple frames too late. Totsu was actually able to get out of the corner, not just avoid the throw. Trying to bait a tech option here from Totsu, a tech throw. Going to be able to spin through PRC to keep yourself safe. I like that. So PRC is the most you can do to keep yourself safe against that koi fish follow-up. But Totsu was actually spaced out enough to where she was actually able to space out the koi fish entirely. It's actually a cool option if you're able to PRC drift away in that instance. Great air tech here from Totsu. Gonna go with that 2P though. Has our burst, but no chance to spend it. The fast RC. Scissors here on set point. And guys, so that we don't have our players waiting, let me just make sure I got everyone added here in the Discord so that I don't make that mistake. Should be Nan Nan, and then who was it? It was Classified. Okay, everyone's added. Everyone is good to go from here. Okay. If Scissors wins this, they would. I just realized Ant. Okay, I was like, didn't Casper say that? I just realized Ant just copied and pasted that. What's going on, Ant? Okay, good burst here from Totsu. Scissors still on set point, but this is a winnable round. Oh, okay, careful. With that 100 tension, Scissors was able to get out of that corner, but Totsu with some amazing defense gets that YRC the cheat here for a moment, spacing out that 2S. Scissors not getting too overconfident here, is also trying to space out our own approach. Goes for no follow-up on that Fujin. Totsu, so patient here, dude. Look how fucking patient she is. She just does not mash. Scissors does not get those counter hits like we're trying to get. But because of the defense being that good, the throws come out. And this time, Scissors is able to weave one out. We're moving on to that winner side of top 8, 3-1. Our last winner side qualifier of top 8, at least. It's going to be Classified up against Nan Nan. I'm not going to lie, I was confused for a moment because I remember Nan Nan, of course, for also playing that Giovanna. But as of late, she's been playing this Sin. Now, guys, Nan Nan has been playing like crazy as of late. Been loving what I've been seeing from her. Just recently getting top 8s and a lot of these online brackets. Nan Nan, was it was either like 2nd or 3rd place at a recent Jeekly. Definitely a threat to get up here to this top 8, but you're going to have to get through the likes of Classified. Of course, was able to get one round here, but that's could, you know,
just the start out here. Classified a very strong Giovanna player and actually a character connoisseur of a couple of these Pixie characters out here. Classified quick on those quick characters, especially this Giovanna getting up to that grand final spot multiple times before. Nan Nan, just another obstacle in our path. Unfortunate drop on that combo. She keeps the pressure up with that approaching 2P. Despite that, Classified still able to fight out here for a second. I love that shimmy. Getting a counter hit to put Nan Nan here through the wall. Has the Tatsu Super, the follow-up as well. Classified, not going to be enough to kill here, but already having the 50 tension to back up your hard knockdown mix. Nan Nan, yeah. It was just checkmate at that point. It was just up to Classified about how you wanted to win the round. It was your round to lose. Let's go, Marcus. By the way, Marcus is Classified. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if I don't think I've said hi to Classified at an event yet. I'm still adding to my list, which is unfortunate because I think Classified won SQXL. Guys, to give some more accolades out here, Classified winner of SQXL over here. Strong player out here in these top 8s. And guys, wasn't it just last year? What was it? It was CEO. Wasn't it CEO that Classified got top 8 for? Was it just last year? I feel like I saw CEO get on the wrestling ring recently, or Classified rather. I don't know what I just said. Something like that. Whatever. Something like that. This player's good or something like that. Oh my God. Yeah, they're good. Something like that. Oh my God. I did that. That's got to be a meme. When your friend hits a combo in bracket that you taught them. I did that. Awesome stuff, man. Of course, Giovanna having very low recovery in the air with a lot of those jump normals. Classified kind of the king as of late, at least in my book, in terms of going for that air routing with very low recovery, able to bait out a burst at multiple points in our combo route. And you know, you'd have to talk to a Geo player as good as Classified to figure out what you're supposed to do about that other than not burst. You know, don't get hit, forehead. Or Casper, of course, here in the chat. Nobody hates Geo players as much as Geo players. Well, no, that's true for, I think that's true for most characters, right? Wild only, wait, this is burst. Wild only knows jump and slash button in the spiral arrow backdash. I have no combos. Classified as white. Why am I reading chat out loud? Great Tyrant Barrel there from Nan Nan. Why am I reading chat? That was a message from Content Casper. But let the record show. Okay, great stuff here from Nan Nan. Guys, if you like Giovanna play, talk about Giovanna players. We got a lot of Giovanna players. We got Classified, of course, on the screen. You got Content Casper here. You got Casper typing in the chat. You got Void. Void, regularly streaming Guilty Gear Strive. Void, what's the schedule? You want to post your stream and your schedule? Void, also another Giovanna player out here. I mean, at this point, I mean, Void kind of top in numbers in terms of being up there playing Guilty Gear Strive. So, I mean, I don't know. If you don't know her yet, you're going to be learning today. Going to be able to go for that Tatsu Super here. Nan Nan does have our burst here. Still in this round. Could potentially see it. Oh! Trying to go for that fast BRC down. That momentum swing from Nan Nan out of the air. It's something that she loves to do on all of her characters. It's very potent, especially here on the Sin. Trying to go for that. Oh my God, bro. That RC from Classified with the routing around the hitboxes made you look invincible there for a second. Despite that, Nan Nan still closing out that round here, baiting out that burst in the last moment. Got a little too hyped there. Almost lost my voice. Felt my voice almost cracked there for a second. Go over that fast RC. Nan Nan was ready with the burst. That was so tricky with the 6K, bro. Oh my God. Of course, we know that normal for having such, that command normal, having such low recovery. But I didn't think about it. How Nan Nan used it right there was pretty smart. Well, maybe she expected Classified to be grounded, or it could potentially be just a bait all in all. But Okay, here we go. Great stuff. Guys, had the mute mic there for a second. Great stuff here from Classified. Going for, we're talking about BRC tricks. Nan Nan showed you the fast BRC down. Classified loves going for the backdash BRC overhead mix. So both players having some very high-level Roman cancel options here. Yeah, going for the burst safe JP. Very low recovery. Classified could have baited it there from Nan Nan, but also no way she was going to spend it there. Already was so down in that round. She's wise enough to say, hey, I already got, you know, unfortunately, I'm probably going to be going down this round, but it doesn't mean I'm going down this game. You know, or at the very least, I'm going to need to keep my burst for it, so. Beer swinging back, potentially, maybe expecting a drift back with that BRC and then a fast button after, but Classified instead was able to line up our anti-air and then put Nan Nan into the corner. That burst does come out. The 2D getting actually outspaced by 2S here from Nan Nan does cancel into this RTL, and with that 100-meter, does it go for that explosive 100-meter finish? Instead goes for the 5D mix to close out the round. Bro, I gotta commentate again on Sunday. I'm fucked. I'm fucked, bro. Oh man. Until then, Casper, I'm gonna have to read that between rounds. Oh, you got a timestamp? Okay, I got the Geo throat coat T. So also, you scare me with what you type. I'm a computer bug. Oh, good burst bait there from Classified. Closing out this round here against Nan Nan, getting rushed down to that corner. She's trying to spin that fast BRC again, but unfortunate mistiming of that BRC. I think that was unfortunate because I think we saw 2 in that one game alone from Nan Nan where that BRC ended up being a slow BRC. Then we get that follow-up after. But we still have one game here on the board. Oh, great timing on burst there from Classified. The routing from Nan Nan, unfortunately putting her into the corner, but was ready with the RTL after. It's got licorice and stuff. I 99 knew you were being completely honest, but I don't know. I got a dirty mind or something, so I ignore me. But no, my wife one time made me a lemon drop. That's where I learned about lemon drop. Or it's like boiled lemonade. And it's fucking hot. It's like, it hurts to drink, but it like actually helps. I'm not a doctor. Good, perfect there from Nan Nan. Winty coming out here with the shout out to Winty. How you doing, homie? With the so that is a copy pasta. I'm learning today. Oh my god, ready with the time barrel after Nan Nan. Oh, wow, that was tricky. The approaching 5K as a safe jab against Classified to actually get a throw after. Was ready with the burst to get out of that corner, but Nan Nan going to cancel into that wild assault. The routing wouldn't give her the kill there, but there's the fast RC that she's been trying to get in this set the whole time, bro. You saw it earlier in the very first round. You saw some unfortunate drops of it in that, what was it, game 2 or 3, or what was it? But in this game 4, Nan Nan with a close, or rather with a strong closeout, rather, to the end of the round. And that mix only works on good players. Of course, Classified looking out for the hoof stomp option, the overhead from Nan Nan. That is what she pulled out. But hey, was ready with the PRC low instead, and that caught Classified off guard. So we're going out to game 5, guys. Bursting you back. Turning with that 2D. Nan Nan. Almost getting caught here. Goes for that follow-up of the DP. But getting blocked out by Classified. Cashing out fully. Nan Nan 1-1 not class. Oh, did I misspeak? I should have recorded the scores correctly, but I probably misspoke. I apologize if I misspoke. Sorry. Not gonna lie. I am sick. My excuse is I'm sick and I'm delirious, okay? Go easy on me. But if I do mess up the scores or anything, of course, let me know. Looks like we're down here at the game 5. Nan Nan Gonna be able to fast RC to try to close this one out, but there's gonna be that BRC drip back overhead from Classified that I was telling you about earlier. You saw Explosive in a previous round coming out again here. Needs one more hit to close it out. Oh, unfortunately couldn't convert that 5P after. Nan Nan staying alive for an extra moment here. Casper with another. I taught him that. No way, Casper out here with the fucking credits out here. Casper with the fucking credit reel. Casper saying, hey. Casper saying, hey, Classified, you're going to have to tag me after your sets, homie. When they put you in the top 8 graphic, you're going to have to quote retweet with my at. Oh, there you go. Good closeout here. It looks like a Gerudo, like from Legend of Zelda. Yeah, like how he has like the red hair. He has the dark skin and the red hair, just like the Gerudos from the Legend of Zelda. Nice link after with the 5K. Catching Classified tumbling there in the corner. Nan Nan was down on her set point. But Classified gonna try to keep that combo going. Oh my god, the BRC missile from downtown. Enemy Predator missile above. Nan Nan getting the 5-kill streak out here on terminal. Classified was trying to camp with the Barrett 50 cal. But Nan Nan with her one-man army pro. With the noob tubes in the corner. She's trying to go for the tactical nuke. Okay, I'll end that analogy. Trying to go for the burst out of this corner. Classified has that 100 tension to fight with, man. Going to be spending 50 of it on that BRC, but Nan Nan was ready for the mix-up this time around. Nice stuff with that approaching K normal. Oh my god, the 5D was a little too spaced because Nan Nan, with some good FD blocks, was pushing back this Giovanna, but a little too far because we were able to fight off of that pressure. Nan Nan using Wild Assault to convert after. Not gonna be enough to kill, but that flex shield pushing back that. Oh my god, pet it all thrown. Nan Nan wasn't ready with the punish after. Pulling up with the command dash from full screen. Oh my god, the 2K punishing the startup of Dog Dart Nan Nan. And one last hit comes out on top. 3-2. Duel 1, let's rock. It's the first match. Oh, okay. An interesting start to the first match of the Jeekly 83 top 8. Jack out here, of course, a professional, many-time top 8er. Also, most likely, by the odds, going to be there in that grand finals. Unless we got an astronomical Jeekly on our hands. I gotta say, I think there was 83 entrants on our 83rd Jeekly, so definitely very appreciative of all the support out here, guys. Thank you so much. Jack out here, of course, streaming his run as well. Guys, if you haven't been watching Jack right now, he's actually live over in the Strive category. Go ahead and show my man some love. Oh my god. Both of our players whiffing that throw right there. Jack was ready to get that follow-up and the punish after. No tension to go into the Deus Ex because we had to spend it earlier in the neutral, but look at that mileage that Scissors is going to have to climb through here. And guys, I see a couple, excuse me so much, I see a couple of follows out here, by the way. I see Poppy Poopy Poo. That's definitely an interesting name. SSB Spirit. And then Super Smash Brothers Spirit, and then Grim Jello. Thank you very much for those follows, guys. Appreciate you. And let's see, Vox said, I never actually answered Vox's question. I realized that they were asking me. They said, watching Jeekly. How about you? And I asked how they were doing. I'm hosting Jeekly. That is what I'm doing. And test your luck in the Twitch chat with that exclamation point Maturino, guys. That's where you're going to add to the prize pool. Bottom left corner of the screen, you see is $56.50. You hopefully won't see it go up during the bracket because it gets to go up for free. I have to remind you to be so clear about for free, where you can add money to the prize pool, 25 cents every time you claim one of those claim codes. So you'll see that go up throughout the night, hopefully. As we start up this top 8, we already got a couple claimed. I think we got half of them, actually, if I'm doing the math right. So good job, guys. Actually, I should be more thankful for that, but we still got more to go. I want to be appreciative, but I got to be realistic. We got more to go. Oh my god, a gnarly counter hit there from Scissors. Jack was ready with the burst to push you back. Where have I seen this Jack guy before? He's familiar. Well, have you seen a Jeekly Grand Finals? Oh my God, that was a swag finish from Jack. What a photo finish. Oh my gosh. Who is this Jack guy? Where have I seen him? Look at this. Look, dude, look at this photo finish, bro. Oh, that was Guilty Gear Strive for you. Okay, good. Defense here from Scissors. A little flick on the FD from both players to try to get some spacing back when we're blocking out those quick normals here. Jack going to be put into the corner first. This Anji pressure is elite, bar none. Scissors, one of our strongest Anjis you see out here in the Jeekly, let alone the online scene, period. If you're seeing an Anji in top 8, it's because Scissors is on the sticks. But of course, if you're seeing someone win a top 8, it's probably Paragon's Jack. This is the Titan of Guilty Gear Strive. TNS, Paragon, Jeekly, Shut Up and Fight series. Everything my man enters, he is winning them out here. Going to be able to go in that Deus Ex. Name seems familiar. Where have I heard about him before? Bro, big shout outs to, this is so random, but Patriarch Panda a couple of years ago, I say it wasn't that long ago. How long ago was it? 6 months ago? Maybe a year ago? Made this really cool video. Shout out to the Patriarch Panda YouTube channel. That was like a shout out to all the locals. And I always feel so bad every time I say a local because I'm like, oh, or rather an online net play bracket because I'm like, I didn't name the other 50, right? But Patriarch Panda made a whole video with all of them at one point, but they changed so quick that it, you know, unfortunately needs an update. But dude, that was a really good resource. It still is, to be honest. There's a lot of us really what am I trying to say? Still going brackets. I could not think of the English words to say. Oh my God. Okay, didn't get the follow-up with the 5K after trying to chase down this Anji. Man, that was a very long round there. Jack was really trying to claw it back on that pixel. Scissors was playing it safe. Didn't want to let this gunslinging Messiah take us out. Getting that counter hit. Here we go. Oh my God, the behind the back. Jack was ready with the follow-up as well. My man is well practiced. Also, something I'm realizing to you guys now, depending on how often you watch Jack, you probably didn't even notice a difference, but Jack is not on the Rebecca color. I'm so used to seeing him use the Cyberpunk color, but not this time. He's back on his default, which is what I'm used to seeing, of course. Scissors with a good tag. Oh, but the well-spaced 2S from Jack and the PRC to actually drift forward after you spaced out the normal. Man, what a close game, too. But it's going to be this happy chaos. Jack writing our second game on the board. Scissors showing us some awesome stuff here. We just needed to go on a little bit longer. We just need that last hit to go our favor. We just need to get that game on the board, but I definitely think that we're playing on the par that we need to be fighting even Paragon's Jack, man, to be even fighting this king of the game. And I'll say it again, if you know, maybe you're watching the YouTube, you didn't hear me at first or whatever. Maybe you got me muted because I'm sick, in which case I don't blame you. This is going to be the one to keep me muted. My point being, go ahead and check out Jack's stream right now. Jack from Celestial, my man, streaming right now. I normally rate him after the brackets. And guys, real quick, I need to shout out something massive in the prize pool. Holy moly, hold on. Massive contribution. Thank you so much, Scary. Guys, I was telling you about looking at the prize pool going up by 25 cents. Did you expect 50 bucks? Thank you so much, Scary. Appreciate you, homie. It's very generous of you. Guys, well, I mean, if you didn't respect the money before, you have to now, bro. $100 for a free online bracket. If that sounds like music to your ears, check us out next week every Friday. You'll be seeing. I'd love to have you out here, man. We got some regulars out here. I see y'all in the chat. I see Solo. We got Scary out here. We got Test Your Luck. Going to be coming up in the bracket as well here in just a moment. Boomy out here chilling, guys. We're watching out some Guilty Gear, man. This is my favorite game to watch. Hopefully you guys have fun watching it as well. I mean, I guess you do. You're out here watching winners semis. We're trying to get them that winners finals. Great air throw here from Scissors, bringing this matchup pretty close before. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say in a previous week they had to play around this similar point in the bracket. It was either winners semis or winners finals, and I want to say it went really close. But right now, Jack down around here, but is up 2 games. Gonna try to close this one out if he can with that tap dust gunshot to follow it up. Even with the Deus Ex, with this Anji crushing the guts, or rather, even with crushing the guts, with Anji's guts being that good, I don't know if it's gonna be enough to kill here. Honestly, when it gets to that point, I don't know, dude. If I'm with the sticks, I spray and pray. I don't calculate guts. I'm like, if God wills it, I will win. And with only one more hit here, even just a single drop, no block, no FD, a single chip will be all it takes. Jack gonna be able to shoot you in the back to put ourselves on set point. Both players miss space on those round starts right here. Jack gets the first start here. Blocking. Oh my god, dude. You blocked the cross him at first, but the second overhead hit, you swap back to the other side and block the fucking burst and then broke the wall. Oh my god, that is nasty, dude. Jack. That's why he makes the big bucks, bro. Here we go, guys. Still on the winner side of top 8. Some players that you've seen out here in the Jeekly before, but you've been seeing them a lot more recently, I gotta say. TestYourLuck and Nan Nan both make it very far in these brackets, both before and recently, but now they're gonna have to fight each other here at the start of this. Oh my god, some explosive Nago play earlier, going down to game 5 last round, I believe it was, with Roiyariti. TestYourLuck came out on top. You know, maybe clenching a bit. Whew, you know. Nan Nan, of course, I think also going down to the very last interaction with Classified. So both players having some very hard-fought sets to get up to where we are here in the bracket. And now they're going to have to fight each other out to keep moving on through here. Already with some upsets under their belt. They only need a couple more. They're going to come out on top of this grand finals. Massive thanks to Scary for that contribution to the prize pool. And Nan Nan responding in kind, saying, okay, I gotta lock in a bit here because we got some real money. This ain't just chump change. We got some real money out here. Trying to space out this high blood Nago. Great tech throw here. Oh, but a little too high on that blood. Nan Nan ready with that full charge dust. Doesn't even need to know what the dust combo is. You just mash JS at that point, it should kill. Great stuff. And what's going on, Scary? How's bracket been going? Just Worker says, I've been sick. Homie, I've been sick too. I've been sick too. And I was saying earlier, I'll say it again, is that I didn't even go out for New Year's or Christmas, bro. I fucking stayed home. I still got sick. Oh, God, that overhead from downtown. You don't have the low Beyblade mix, right? But you still got the overhead of the second hit of that DP. And that damn special move is full screen, bro. So you got to be careful about that one. All right, close game 1 here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, so this swap is not that surprising. Okay, so Nan Nan, she's got like 5 characters, maybe 6. Or maybe that's too much. 5 characters that are like actually cracked with it. Like she's got like the zoomer, she's got the zoomer-itis, right? Like she's cracked in video games, bro. She's got 5 something characters that she will dog walk you with. One of those is the Kai. Now, she can be down around like that or down a game and have that affordability to be like, okay, but let me swap out, pull out another character. But TestYourLuck has that benefit of He can just keep the game plan up if he wants to keep it going. Goes for the heavy stun edge. Nan Nan sees that blood pop, baits it out. She's a knower. She's paying attention to that mechanic. It feels so bad when you walk up and that blood pops. No, I wasn't looking. No. But not Nan Nan, not in bracket. Evening up the rounds here. Feeling good about this Kai pick so far. Goes for the counter hit confirm with that orange wild assault. I think that's one thing about Nan Nan. So I said she has like she got 5 characters, all orange wild assault characters, which I think is like a an important thing to add because I mean that definitely can be important about your game plan, especially considering how strong it is. Oh, Nan Nan showing it to you right there, putting TestYourLuck here into the corner. A bit of a shimmy, going to get that throw after, and then has the close slash despite recovering from that DP. The 2H gets blocked. PRC to keep it safe. Oh my God, that air throw was kind of nasty. Not enough to kill. Oh my God, I think TestYourLuck did a Fukio forward after doing that Fukio back, and that was what got us. Nan Nan was able to still get that hit. TestYourLuck maybe a little too quick with the Fukios potentially. Also, maybe the replay catches it. The air throw was nuts. Air throw was nuts. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, actually. I can't tell you. Something weird got happened with Fukio. Point is, Nan Nan came out on top. So the Kai pick. And you know what's crazy about this? You know, let's say TestYourLuck wins this round. Nan Nan, she's still got other characters to play. But getting a game on the Kai, that's got to feel pretty good. I mean, and how often in Guilty Gear Strive, at least, I mean, in a lot of fighting games, are you seeing people swap after losing games and then they start coming out on top? How often do you actually see that? When that happens, it's like, oh, okay, hold on. There's some strategy here, but right now, TestYourLuck saying my strategy is getting this perfect on your ass. And still has our burst as well. Good blocks here. Good stuff. Going to catch you with that Sundipper, though. Has that Dire Clad that also keep that shock state up. TestYourLuck. Take some damage here. BRC to try to get forward. Goes for another air throw, but this time Nan Nan was ready with the air DP, bro. Oh, my God. Whoa, nice white wall assault there from TestYourLuck. I was memeing earlier in TestYourLuck's previous set about that white wall assault. But I mean, look at that, dude. TestYourLuck uses it as like a 6P to get through projectiles. Baiting the DP. Oh, God. Something about Nagoriyuki baiting your DP and then killing you with 6H, man. I don't know. Guys, I'm not going to lie. You know how I kept threatening you? I kept saying, like, hey, you're going to find out that I'm actually sick. Like, I'm not kidding. It's starting to kick in. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think my first ibuprofen is starting to fizzle out.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Nice tyrant barrel here from Nan Nan to be able to take the reins a bit here. She does have a game here on the board, but TestYourLuck with just one well-placed round could be coming out here on top. Guys, if you don't mind giving just a moment, let me make sure I'm adding players to let them know what's happening. Okay. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry, guys. My drink to help my sick throat is Dr. Pepper. It's not water. It's not tea. So we're making it work. That's my fault. Okay, here we go. Oh, my God. Okay, good. Beak driver counter hit here from Nan Nan. She's low on HP. But, I mean, I'm going to keep it real. Like, this is very winnable here. TestYourLuck already up towards that high blood, but baiting out that DP again. The high blood, meaning that 6H is going to be pretty deadly there. Baiting that DP out afterwards. Nice hit there from Nan Nan. TestYourLuck trying to be preemptive with the Fukio back 2H, but actually getting counter hit there was interesting. Dude, I love Nan Nan going for that close slash dash cancel route to just keep TestYourLuck in that corner. Sometimes even threatening the wall breaks depending on how high her opponent is. TestYourLuck, dude, very aggressive with those jump normals when we get to that high blood. Because you got to be creative at this point. Spends that Fukio, win for the bite, but Nan Nan gets to stay alive after that one. TestYourLuck actually going to be able to chill out a bit with this blood. Nan Nan not getting the chance to finish that round. It's actually either player's game. Oh my god! Here we go, guys. Let's rock. It's going to be Kriby coming up against Classified here. Now, something interesting about Kriby while I'm getting this name up here on the board, guys, is Kriby just recently, just this week, was in grand finals of Paragon. Now, I won't spoil how that bracket went, but Kriby on this Happy Chaos has been a menace, taking out the best, turning upsets, what we used to think were upsets, into now just Kriby just being a monster like that, getting some really strong wins over some very notable players. So if you're following his story, good on you. This Happy Chaos looking really strong. However, you're up against Classified. Very powerful Giovanna. I wasn't kidding earlier. Many times grand finalist, winner finalist out here in the Jeekly. Definitely wants to get as far as we can and as we can in this bracket. But from the loser's side, you can't make a single mistake. Kriby could be your end to your run. Could be two Happy Chaoses running amok up here in this bracket. There's already at least two on the top 8 graphic. Classified going to decide for us here if this is where it ends. Going to get that counter hit on the far slash. Burst gets baited. Great stuff here from Class. Always tricky with those burst routings. Oh my god, and Classified pulling up, getting that top 2 after. That should be enough to kill. Great stuff. This Giovanna getting game 1.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Sorry, I was muted there for a moment, but I'm back here just in time for Kriby to spend that burst to get Classified off of us. This Giovanna had too good of a start, at least in our opinion. Was trying to get some distance back to start playing our own game. And the tech throw is going to keep that pressure up for us. Another tech throw. Classified just trying to go for that dash momentum 5K on block, and then you could threaten the tick throw after, right? So both times, however, Kriby was ready with the delay tech. Kriby, I don't know Kriby's age. I don't need to know the exact age, but my point being, Kriby is a zoomer, okay? And we got some zoomer reactions, and I mean that with all due respect. We're going to be able to delay tech a lot of throws. We're going to be able to show you how strong, especially the Happy Chaos of Barre is, with Kriby as a pilot, with how good our Fuzzy Mash is going to be. We don't get hit by 5Ds. You know, I'm not trying to jinx you. We'll see what comes out of this match out here. Oh, good throw out here for Classified, keeping that pressure up. Kriby trying to keep that roll pressure from this Happy Chaos. The BRC from Classified threatens the overhead. Kriby was ready for it. Has the burst here in the corner. And you got to be smart about when you're going to spend that burst against Classified of all people, because first off, massive lead already in terms of that HP. Good roll out of that corner. 5D is going to be the mix. The shot after Bennett all on throw. Oh, but an air throw saying sit down anyways. The shot to keep it safe, and the throw to keep the Giovanna in the corner after Classified Unfortunately, just out of range of that 50 tension, hasn't had the chance to do anything but FD back Kriby, who's been able to find the hits regardless, but Classified was able to get the offense, was able to get the 50 tension. The double overhead connects, but Kriby was able to actually find the burst against Classified, so that's a big win for us. Running down the 2K hit. Oh, wow. Spaghetti spagoodles. It's all in my noodles. Classified. Or maybe that was a setup. I'm not sure. Classified getting game 2 out here. Unfortunate stuff. Maybe we wanted JS there off of the counter hit J2K. But then afterwards, Classified probably expected the overhead dog kick to connect, but then it didn't. So then in the scramble, it was like, oh, I'm just going to throw you. or maybe that's a meaty setup. Noodles. Noodles. Okay. Okay. One of our players is taking a quick moment, and while that's happening, I'm going to figure out what's happening in my bracket. What the fuck? What? Oh, it just ended. Okay. Whew. Entrant 2 scores required? What? Okay, Macho. Who was it? Macho and, okay, guys. Sorry. So, Kriby and Classified are just taking a single moment. Okay, everyone's back. He said, I'm boiling water. Oh, shit. Classified. No. Oh, my God. We're joking about noodles. Classified said. Classified said, hold on, guys. That's why we sat there on our hands for a second. Classified's like, you guys hold on 1 second. I'm just sitting here. He said, okay, I'm back. I was boiling my noodles. I thought my house was going to burn down. I wasn't winning fast enough. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm also sick, so excuse me. I probably sound weird right now, so I appreciate everybody being patient with me. And I may have to mute some more to do like bio stuff, like blowing my nose and stuff, so appreciate you guys. Okay, bursting Classified, going to keep this pressure up. Of course, already on that set point. Kriby trying to get out of this corner here on this Happy Chaos, but the throws are relentless. You do have the burst, but against Classified, it's so hard to find the time to, so we are going to get the wall break. We do have the positive bonus. Trying to bet it all and throw. Classified even wasn't ready for that one and wasn't ready for the follow-up to try to punish it either, so taking some damage here. More than that. More than just damage. Kriby all of a sudden changed the tides of the round. But despite that, Classified with so much resources, Kriby respecting that. But dude, Giovanna is insane. Look how fast she approached. Classified was ready to pull up full screen. It felt like counter hitting, baiting out the burst, but Classified not falling for it. Trying to keep that pressure up. Kriby trying to shimmy out this Giovanna. The JPs connect. One more hit will take it. The overhead gets blocked. Tried the throw, but possibly missed the micro dash, and it's going to be Classified. Moving on. 3-0. Here we go, guys. We're still here on this loser side of the bracket, but still got some very strong players out here in the likes of both Lakey and Macho. Lakey going to be showing us this Unika. Guys, these players having to play earlier in the bracket, so I was going to call it out. Someone's, oh, is this a double Luigi so early on? So I'm going to call it out. So because of the double bracket format, or rather two-pool format that we run at the Jeekly sometimes this can happen where people, unfortunately, will be in these double Luigi scenarios at 7th place, which obviously feels bad if you're the one who loses at 7th place. So, first off, I'm sorry ahead of time. Second off, we had a lot of entrants tonight, enough to warrant actually potentially, don't hold me to this, going back to 4 pools in the future where this isn't an issue. So, hey, if Jeekly's up, then this won't happen anymore. But until then, we're dealing with the cards that we were dealt. In the case of Macho, we're able to shuffle our cards, goes for the cross-up overhead, and closes out the round with the slash. Both characters evened up with the burst. And guys, if you're watching, you just got here, shout out to Scary for massive contributions to the prize pool. Wouldn't be nearly as big as it was, or as it always is. I'll be keeping it as it always is if it wasn't for Scary. So thank you so much, homie. I'll keep it a buck. Anybody ever say anything about Jeekly prize pools? It takes up people like Scary. So thank you so much. And to the code claimers and to the players. Lakey, going to be able to put this wizard into the corner, was ready with our follow-up here with that 6S. And Asuka couldn't get out. That mana shield came back, but at that point, it was already too late. No cards in our pocket. The only card we had was Macho on the teleport, which, of course, if you're set up and you're doing shit, Macho is doing some awesome stuff. You saw across up 5D earlier in that very game. Can you guys tell that I'm sick, by the way? It's starting to kick in. Okay, unironically, if this is the point that you mute, no hard feelings. Because it's going to get it's going to start plummeting. I'm going to keep it a buck. Okay, yeah, that's a very fast super. I think it's like 7 frames, guys. Oh! Okay, unfortunate stuff there. Maybe expected Lakey to jump there, but Lakey wasn't ready with the punish after, but did get massive corner carry. And dude, unfortunately didn't get the full follow-up, but at least was safe after. Macho, despite that, was ready with the 5D RC. Tried to get the full screen load, that 2D, but despite that, Lakey was ready with our slash normals to fight back. This is a lot of damage against Macho, who just lost our shield. So it's actually either player's game. The 6P, but wasn't able to get the spell right after. I think because of the mana, I'd have to watch like the second by second, the frame by frame. Despite that, Macho closed it out. Oh, I forgot to get the soda. Shit. Oh, fuck. Maybe I can text my wife. Hey, any of y'all got my wife's number? Can one of y'all text my wife and tell her to... Hey, one of the mods. Hey, unironically, one of the mods. Can one of the mods at my... Actually, don't do that. That's actually so demeaning. Let me just do that. Let me just do that. What am I saying? Let me DM my wife. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Can you make me a tea? The stream asked. I'm going to say the stream asked. Are you guys okay if I said the stream asked? The stream asked. There we go. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Oh my god, using the PRC after 6P. Macho able to close out that game. Lakey feeling a little comfortable after winning the first one there, but Macho was able to still shake you down. Look at how aggressive we are in the air, going for that double jump to try to chase out Lakey in the air, despite how Lakey scared us earlier with that air-to-air JK that converted after, right? Okay, excuse me. It's 1-1 right now. Oh, wow. Good block there from Lakey. And, I mean, a good option there from Macho. Good guilty gear drive all around. And some good Abare there to try to take your turn back after Lakey was a little too aggressive there in that corner. Despite that, Macho getting pushed back here. This Unika pressure is relentless. You got to be careful about that gun guard crush. Reset, good jump. That's the answer, guys. You have to look for the gun. And Lakey's saying, okay, this guy doesn't know the matchup. Well, Macho just looking for the chance to jump. Gets the jump normal. Lakey fighting back. Goes for that buster route. Going to be enough to run up and follow up with our empowered super. The Mega Death Buster. Macho. Going to be able to 2P you back. We got some characters with some very strong 2Ps in the bracket. Macho cosplaying a bit with his Asuka, showing you how strong that 2P can be. Oh, tried to beat the burst. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Oh, my God. Wow, that's crazy. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cough into the mic, guys. I'm so sorry. But Macho was so patient with that burst and rewarded us with the whole round, and we kept the resource, and it turned into a gold burst that put Lakey into the Exodia corner. This Unika is stuck here. The tension is getting depleted on the FD. The faultless defense wasn't faultless enough. What happened? What happened? Okay, we're still playing. Unfortunate stutter right there, bro. That is unfortunate stuff. I don't think that was a player thing. Both these players have pretty good connections from what I understand. Probably just a client side thing, or maybe just a spectator thing. Hopefully, I don't know what that was, but regardless, that's net play brackets for you. We play on. Good counter hit here. Macho getting that low tab dust RC after both players on their burst. Lakey gonna have to spend it soon, but the throw isn't gonna give you the chance. Oh! That OTG only works in the corner apparently. I'm gonna lose my voice screaming after every match. The throw comes out and Macho is up 2-1. That last scream was not a good one, guys. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, sorry y'all. Took a moment there to do some admin stuff. So appreciate y'all being patient as we go into this game 4 here. Nice counter hit from downtown. Puts that wizard in the corner. That mana shield is broken, so the damage is crazy. And I love the routing there from Lakey. If you had maybe followed that through, I don't know if it would have killed with the guaranteed wall break damage, even though Macho had the defense debuff. So Lakey routed to get more hits in instead, which I think was a wise choice there. Maybe either kills. I actually don't even know. But I think I saw what Lakey was going for. Oh, wow. These are some really good cubes here from Macho. Oh, I love the air movement. Oh, that was so tricky. What the hell even happened? I think Lakey went for 5P, but Macho crouched it? Is that what happened? Oh, wow. Doesn't get the follow-up, but is able to bait up the... No! Didn't get the dash far slash, but the overhead wasn't plus enough, so the back throw puts you in the corner. Good reaction there from Macho to block the overhead. Lakey, it does have that burst. Macho was probably trying to threaten the bait right there with the 5K. Tap dust hits. Oh my god. No, you're not baiting that. Excuse me. Oh my god. Macho tried to get our burst baited earlier and didn't give it to Lakey and then won the round. Almost did the same right there, but was fortunate enough, depending on who you're rooting for, to finish our food here. Lakey fighting back here on this Unika, though, committing to it for the rest of the matchup, by the way, once Macho had that second game on the board. So Lakey said, hey, it's not going to be the bike and beat this wizard, it's going to be the Unika to do it. Wow, wow. That approach was tricky. That was full screen. Dash 2D into Wild Assault. Lakey was not ready for that one, and neither was I. None of us were. The lows, wow, dude, look how spaced that is, bro. Lakey is able to find the gap, however, though. Scoops you out of the air with that 5H. Is ready with the super mega death buster. Lakey getting our second game out here on the board. Macho with some crazy stuff out here on the Asuka, but we're just trading games back and forth. Both these players know what's up in this matchup. Now, this is some new Guilty Gear Strive, bro. You put a Guilty Gear Strive 1.0er in a time capsule, and then you open it up, and they're looking at this matchup, bro. They're like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
How bad is the Bike and Asuka matchup? Lakey's on Unika. I think. Well, I do think that Lakey's Unika is like. I don't even know if it's like. It's like better than a secondary, you know. At this point, it's like just like another character of theirs. I think secondary implies like it's worse than your primary character, but I think Lakey's just like fucking pretty good at the Unika from what I've seen recently at least. Macho trying to get out of that corner. Doesn't get the chance to yet, and I mean the cards necessarily aren't bad, but they're not helping you get out, right? And now your mana is so low too. No way to spend those cubes. At least you still have your mana shield. Trying to go for that low. Nice stuff with the JD. Just one tap of it to stay alive. Oh, I like that. Keeping your 2P safe with the PRC. It would have also, of course, if it hit, just would have confirmed to the kill right there. Oh, my God. Yeah. And an older patch, of course, that would have hit. Lakey feeling the checkmate there in the corner. Said, I got to go for something. Tried to go for the gold burst, but it just wasn't in range, unfortunately. Macho able to fight back here. Sitting on that point. Only has one more round to close it out. Going to get the restand here to do so. Lakey splat up on the wall. Going to have your hard knockdown and some pretty decent cubes to start. Still in test case 1. But there we go. Swapping our spell book around. Lakey looking up the wiki. Saying, what is my man's moveset, bro? Oh my God! And just like that, the routing was insane. Every 5P baited the burst, and the wall splat guaranteed it regardless. But a very close set from both those players, man. Great stuff. Macho going to be moving on. Scissors v Classified. Maybe not where you expected, though. Both these players very commonly up there. Very high on that winner side of the bracket, and they still can get up in that grand finals potentially, but only one of them can because we're looking on the loose side of the bracket. Wow. That was a very high up Anji there, but Classified goes for the DP there, which is a very vertical, very quick option, which is a great choice, I gotta say. Also, it's probably just like the most damage you can probably do there anyways. Oh, Scissors maybe would have appreciated the wall break there, but hey, we'll take the old American reset instead. Not going to be enough to kill, but damn near close. If only that Giovanna could fall a little bit faster into the fan. Oh, let me read the chat a little bit, by the way. I see Sonic Breaker in the chat. How you doing, Sonic? And Scissors? I actually wasn't reading the chat very much. I apologize, guys. I was talking about White for a second. Oh, I was talking about my lift. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Great stuff out here from Class. Pulling up with that step dash. Scissors getting open up with that backdash BRC. And that's the Classified special, bro. Getting a perfect force and everything. Backdash BRC is so sexy. It's definitely a really awesome option. Bridget has one, but I just don't go for it because I'm bad. It's a little hard to input. It's not as intuitive as you think. You think that you could do like dash macro in both directions, but you can only use dash macro once, but you have to backdash and forward dash at some point. Guys, 1-2 by I'm also bad. Yeah, it's hard. Good stuff there from Scissors. Gonna be able. We're talking out how to execute backdash BRC. Scissors out here executing game 1. Executing Classified here, but you still got a couple more games to go before you can knock each other out of the bracket. I mean, even Scissors only getting this first game lead is still gonna have a little bit to go. So. And how we living, guys? Everybody having fun watching with the chat and stuff? Appreciate everybody. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough right in the mic. That was fucked up. I'm so sorry. I'm normally pretty good about that. I need to get a hotkey. A better streamer would have a hotkey. Trying to bait out that burst. You saw. Now, I don't think the whole route is burst safe, right? You saw it of course, just worked there for Scissors. But the counter hit comes out for Classified regardless. Going to be able to send you through, or at least send you to the corner and then send you through on the follow-up. Ready with the Tatsu. Classified, very calculated with how we spent the tension and potentially expected the kill on a different character. But in this case, it's going to be the... After the wall break, one more reset to close it out. Because that Anji can have a lot of guts, man. I mean, you've been seeing it lots of nights. Some very healthy characters. Going to get that Tatsu after. Oh, good blocks there on the overheads there from Scissors. But eventually does get opened up. Ready with our burst. Does have the Koi follow up the fight against Class here. Oh no, the quick recovery on that 5K. Scissors churning that parry after, saying, oh god, please connect. Or perhaps, hey, maybe even baiting you with it, because that 5K is a pretty quick recovery on this Anji. Oh my god, the fast RC close slash there. Some quick stuff here from Class. But Scissors also so quick right back at you. So we've been going back and forth, each player taking their turn. Of course, Scissors on the 1-game lead, but Class, no stranger to these high pressure situations. Ready with this air super, sending you through. Scissors taking so much damage. Does have that burst, does have that tension. Going to be able to use it on the delayed PRC Nagiha to keep fighting here. Going to be that fast 2K. Now you got to be careful about this one. That was tricky there, possibly on that last JP committed to a different jump normal. Expecting the splat, but Scissors threading the needle. Perhaps that route is more burstable than I initially gave it credit for. Or at the very least, Scissors is amazing at weaving the, threading the needle. Oh, that kills, that kills! God damn, Classified's got some cool routes, bro. For a second there, it looks like it's dealing no damage because of the Wild Assault, but then my man's got the Tatsu right after, carrying your ass through the wall.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Good start so far here for Scissors. I like that PRC to keep your moves safe. I think that's some credit you got to give to these high APM players, and that's a part of what I'm saying when I give people credit for having the high APM, is that they're willing to keep their unsafe moves safe with PRC, or in a way of reacting to their opponent. Maybe they're jumping, maybe they're pressing a certain button. You can react with that PRC into the answer. And right there, Scissors having all the answers, bro. It's almost like we're cheating on the test. But no, my man studied. Been working hard out here. Getting good grades with the hard, honest work. Both these players on these honest mid-tiers, some would say. Wow, that was a very aggressive run up there from Scissors. Gonna be able to Tatsu through. Oh, no, oh my god, at that 2K link after, that was actually going to be Nutty Professor 2 on DVD. All right, guys. We got to see what Classified and Scissors have in store for us. Gosh, so sorry. 1 second.
Duel 1.
Okay, excuse me. These players would not be surprised to see them in a winner's final situation. But you have a mountain to climb out here. Classified pulling up after with that backdash BRC, but Scissors blocking it out for now. Going to be able to spin through, pulling up after with that Fujin. Classified confirming her hit the red RC, but doesn't get the follow-up, unfortunately. One more hit to close it out still, and manages to find it with that 2S. Classified. Still looking good here. All right, guys. Classified pulling up on Scissors here with that Tatsu after, even with the Anji guts. We're going to be able to crush him out here with this Tatsu, bro.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That burst bait was insane here from Classified. Got to be one of the hardest players I see around here in the Jeekly in terms of trying to burst against them. There have been some other players in the past, Mike Saftig, Danielle Maza. I got to say, as of late, Classified has got to be the king of baiting your burst, bro. And it's earning us this set point here in a hard-fought Game 5. Scissors still not out of it yet on this Anji, but the deflect shield getting shimmied. Classified gonna make you hurt for that one. Oh, wow. That was some tricky stuff there. Went for the follow-up throw. Scissors was ready with that tech, but the overhead connects. Not the full kill, but one more follow-up. Could be it with that PRC. Oh, gets our burst just in time. But that 2K getting beat out by Classified's 5K. This Giovanna moves on in a very close set. 3-2. Here we go, guys. Explosive start here from both players. Still holding on to the burst, though. Haven't spent that yet. It's going to be Macho keeping this into the corner. Great delay tech there from Nan Nan. Macho with a very aggressive run-up throw. The burst does come out here. The 2S count hit answers a burst back from Macho. Nice. Pulling up under the cubes from downtown. Nan Nan saying, hey, you got to be careful about those options, even at the full screen range. Macho still fighting back. The tap dust RC. It's going to be a lot of damage here. Guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, you're watching over here in the Twitch chat. Prize pool is already insane, but if you want to claim some more of those codes, exclamation point Macho-rito. Oh my god. The RC into the tap dust route there from Nan Nan wasn't enough to close it out, and Macho saw the delayed startup of that normal from Nan Nan, was able to mash out and close out the round. Unfortunate drop. Ah, that DP, unfortunate stuff. Getting baited, not the biggest combo, but the corner pressure is more than enough. The burst, however, from Nan Nan gets her a second of fresh air, but only a second as Macho re-stands you back up to the corner, goes for the super. A lot of damage, not enough to kill. This Wizard's looking pretty good here. Does have some other cards to shuffle through, opts to do that. Nan Nan getting counter hit, trying to wind up that command normal again.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh my gosh, the staff already applied. Nan Nan feeling the pressure. That goes for the burst, but Macho still able to cube you down and take advantage of that staff here on the field. Nan Nan wants to try to get a second to play. The cross-up does get blocked, and Macho does have to be careful about these cards. Most of them are doing the same thing for us, right? Able to keep that full screen pressure. Does get another staff set up in this deck. Great usage here of Macho. Talk about card efficiency, bro. These TCG players out here be going crazy sometimes. Macho plus a million out here with that last round. You thought the +1 was broken. You thought the +2 was OP. Talk about plus a million. Macho. Oh, there was the shimmy right there. Yeah, we did threaten to throw earlier, so Nan Nan not falling for it, though. I do like that Macho is cheeky about that, already adapting here early in the second game. Nan Nan getting staffed back, though. I gotta admit that these staffs have been stacked in the deck in our favor. Macho has been very crafty about going for that Exodia when it falls into our lap. Macho's been ready for it, trying to go for that double jump, feeling confident about this round. The burst trying to get baited here, goes for the 5P. The recovery is quick, but not quick enough. The burst bought Nan Nan a second to breathe, but only a second as Macho gets game 2 here on the board. Okay, here, just waiting on another match. Nan Nan taking a second to breathe here. Saying, hey, what needs to change? So Nan Nan, I was giving her some compliments earlier about being a connoisseur of many characters, pulling out the Kai earlier to her, to a surprising show. But this time committing to the Sin. And admittedly, I think Sin in this matchup should have a, or rather on paper, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, this matchup should be winning, right? On paper, though, think about the stamina cancels, the cancels off of Beak Driver, or cancel into Beak Driver to beat out some of these cubes, being able to just approach right under them. Nan Nan opting for this Sin as probably the best pick in her arsenal in theory to fight this Asuka, but Macho isn't just a Asuka on ladder or in Vanquisher trying to get your precious DR. No, Macho sees the prize pool, and as one of the best Asukas in the world, you're going to have to get through them. And that's where the Beak Driver comes to bite you, because Macho was still ready with that full screen ball. The DP gets baited. Earlier you saw the back throw, but this time Macho opted for the damage that would have carried Nan into the wall as well, but the burst did come out from her. Oh, 5P, but she could have special canceled. I saw Nan Nan hit a cube. Oh. Maybe she wasn't confident that she did, or possibly just wanted to delay the cancel. But, I mean, hey, the second cancel ended up paying off just fine anyways. sweet spot. Tyrant Barrel, a lot of damage here against Macho, and potentially a mana break here in a moment. But the back throw puts this Sin in the corner. No tension to confirm off of the throw, so Nan Nan gets to use her tried and true delay RC. Dude, at this point, I used to call it the 10A when you do like the quick RC into like a, I mean, but that's probably from like an old Guilty Gear game. I'm a new head, but that's what I saw from. My point being is that when I see that now, I always think of Nan Nan, because every time I see her in a bracket on any character she's playing, bro, Ramlethal, Sin, Giovanna, she's doing some crazy PRC, some BRC shenanigans in the air. Goat Sin in a top 8. Yeah, we got some very strong players playing Sin out here in the Jeekly, and Nan Nan definitely one of the strongest. At the very least tonight, she's been placing pretty well and could be making it even farther if we can beat out this wizard. But Macho with a 2-0 lead on set point. Only needs one more good combo to potentially close this one out, but the mana is low. The cards aren't the best. We did get a pickup here, but guys, the hand is empty. Despite that, we're able to super into a full hand. Macho just taking any card we can get. It's going to be the low to open up Nan Nan here, and Macho moves on 3-0. Here in Grand Finals, guys, the Jeekly 83. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. Jeekly 83, we had 83 entrants. That is so hot. That is so tight. Guys, the Jeekly's on the come up. If you're trying to prep for Frosty, you're checking this VOD out. You're learning some matchups. You're trying to see what the pros are doing. You're trying to scope your pool. First off, drop a sub. Thank you very much. Second off, you can still enter in the coming Fridays. We'll be giving you all the Frosty practice you can get every Friday at 8 p.m. with a minimum $50 prize pool. I say minimum because look, we're already up to $157. And the likes of the pros come out like Jack here. We're going to be able to close out that round with that 2S. A popular character, or player rather, up here in the winners finals. Jack out here holding a residency in the grand finals. I got my man on direct deposit every Friday for winning these brackets. But his opponent has been changing as of late every winners finals, and Test Your Luck is going to be taking another stab at it. Now, Test Your Luck, no stranger to winners or grand finals here, or winning the whole damn bracket. How many wins you got, Test? I think it's like 2? But right now, Jack, someone who's got, what is it, Jack? A humble, what, 40 or something? Wins here at the Jeekly. Definitely going to be a hard person to get through. And that's the thing you got to remember about Jack, right? If it ever seems like we're overglazing this guy, or you're like, oh, happy chaos, whatever, right? Bro, my man's got like 40-plus wins in Jeekly alone. We got Jeekly 83, right? My man's got 40-plus wins. And the next best has got like 12, 15. Which is also very impressive. Don't get me wrong. That's a very high level of consistency. But compared to Jack, bro, it's chump change. My man's crazy. Look at him right now. Going to be able to take you to the wall with this routing. Going into the Deus Ex as well. And now you're stuck in the positive bonus Tsukiyomi. No release from Jack's 1,000-year imprisonment. The Sharingan was too strong. Nice perfect here from Jack. Ooh, nice stuff here. Wait, Lakey, you like zoning grapplers? Lakey, I already know who you're playing, by the way. Okay, first off, this isn't the players lagging. This is actually how you play as Happy Chaos versus 3 Blood Nago full screen. Jack saying, hey, you have to hang yourself, man. It's up to you to decide when the game ends. And then, okay, you came at me. I'm ready as Happy Chaos, Deus Ex, hard knockdown. Hold the mix. It's going to be the roll. The cinematic finish. Dude, I think that Jack has collected that exact windscreen pose against most of the cast at this point. If you want to add up all the brackets my man's been in, that exact windscreen pose is pretty popular for him, getting that last hit on roll. Okay, guys, added my players in the Discord. Moving through this winners finals, catching that backdash. Test your luck trying to bait that burst potentially from Jack, but he's a little patient with, well, not a little patient, very patient with it, and then actually able to weave it in later on to our benefit to get out of the corner. But Test your luck putting you right back there. Guillotine slashing you down, getting a perfect as well. And that's the Nago we need to see here from Test Your Luck. Getting some explosive one-shots here, benefiting, or rather resulting in those perfects, using things very aggressively like that burst to keep Happy Chaos in the corner, saying, hey, I don't want you to zone me. I want to keep you pressured here. And now that you're high blood, you have to chase down this Happy Chaos. What are you supposed to do? Danger bonus on both sides, the tension being spent, but Jack still having that benefit or having the surplus. Going to be able to open up Test here with that roll. They should have given Happy Chaos shoes for Strive 2.0. Saying. Or let me turn it on for my opponent. If I don't want to see them, let me turn it on. But my opponent can keep it off. You know what I mean? You know how like Street Fighter 6, you can pick what stage you see and your opponent can pick different stages? I want to change whether or not I can see Happy Chaos's feet and whether or not I can see Ram's shorts. We're going here to set point. Jack blocking out the first hit of that DP. Test your luck trying to keep that pressure up. I love that Fukyo forward throw. A nice another throw coming out here. The punish into, oh my god, this is a Nago round. Oh my god, and we were about to keep it going too, but Jack was ready with that Abare out of the corner. Both players having bursts here as well. Oh my gosh, tried to go for anti-air DP, which of course would have resulted in a nasty combo, but Test wasn't able to get it out, and Jack needs one more combo to close it out, but you're getting pretty low here. This Nago is, that was a perfect spot there for a moment, but Jack used that burst wisely, saw that Test was at that high blood, didn't want to be pressured in the corner by that 5H2S, you know, infinite loop from the Nago at high blood, so Jack able to perfectly route out of the corner, put Test Your Luck back into it, supering you through, and moving on the grands 3-0. Tornado, what is happening? Why do we backdash ×5? You know what, Tornado? I'm not going to overanalyze it. Macho v classified here, guys, and losers semifinals. Macho trying to put this Asuka wizard on the map, trying to bait that burst here from class, but doesn't fall for it quite yet. Request of respect for Test running as another. Yeah, talking about the last match, yeah. Yeah, Austin's up in that last set, guys. Won't spoil it for you, but if you want to go check it out on the YouTube VOG, exclamation point YouTube, check it out. Sub it to us. Would love to have you. Classified. Gonna go for the TK Super. Man, that round was so close down to the wire. Macho, even with that low HP, still had the mana to fight with and the heart to do so, and was able to get the round for ourselves. Classified no stranger to this top 4 scenario, and I'll keep it a buck, is usually victorious over their opponent in this position. They'll be able to make it over to that 3rd place more often than not, but this time your opponent is Macho. And this Asuka is going to be able to mix things up a bit for us, but that backdash BRC is still tried and true. Dog Dart to finish off the round, and now we're even up. Trying to pull up after with that close slash, but the 2P mash from Macho keeps us up out of that corner. See what we're shuffling here for. Just nothing special, right? Staff into big cubes. Now, we did just get another staff, which we didn't, you know, didn't appreciate. So we tried to shuffle it out. But, guys, honestly, I'm not going to lie. The cards have been pretty unfortunate. Macho having to turn away quite a bit of those teleports does opt to keep one for the mix here in the corner. That big cube could be a normal spot to see it. Classified threatens the fuzzy jump to try to get out, but Macho gonna mash to keep you in the corner still with that 5P. So not in a great spot here, trying to block out that staff we were holding on to, and the cubes here from this point. Dude, outside of the burst and the 100 tension, Classified could potentially be checkmating here. I mean, like, what are you supposed to do? Okay, the staff is gone. Oh, no! Okay, so at that point, the staff was gone, so the pressure was definitely lessened. Macho was pulling up, threatening the projectiles in our back pocket, but then caught us with the overhead. Which at that point, of course you weren't thinking about it. You had all these projectiles in your face. You're watching the fireworks, bro. It's New Year's.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay. Oh, the 5D catches. The burst was delayed there for Classified. If it was an early burst, maybe Macho would have baited it out, actually. But, unfortunately, still too low, getting caught by that big cube. Despite that, was trying to keep the pressure up, but Macho fighting out with that 2P red RC. A bit of the Exodia here. That's going to be enough to kill. Macho bringing us through the cinematic. This Asuka's been playing really strong, I gotta say, guys. Looking at FD, respect Classified speed at approaching with that step dash, but not right now. I keep calling it a step dash, but it isn't a real step dash in that way. It's just very fast, so don't conflate me with actually thinking it's a step dash. But here's that Exodia again, Classified in this scenario once more. The overhead this time getting blocked, both of them. Oh, wow, good punish throw there from Macho, blocking out all those overheads, and then was ready with the throw after as well. So no free pressure out here for Classified. Getting stuck here in this corner. Macho low HP. Classified just needs one good interaction. I love that bash out of the corner and the special cancel to fight the cubes. Good stuff here. Guys, I'm not going to lie, man. At the beginning of the stream, I told y'all I was sick, and I was like joking like, huh, it's going to get worse. But guys, it got really fucking bad. I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm kind of dying over here. So I appreciate everybody being cool about the bracket. Look at the time, 11:30. Did things run a little long? I guess we're jumping around a lot of rooms. Oh, trying to go for that cube right there, but the Tatsu wake up there from Classified nullifies the projectile and keeps the pressure up. Catches the backdash, but the burst comes out here from Macho. Able to follow up, but Classified will be getting this burst here. Doesn't even need it quite yet. It's going to be that interesting BRC to get out of the corner and fight back against this wizard, but able to RC to bait out the burst. Or at the very, I mean, again, like a lot of these scenarios, right? Like we always say bait the burst, and it implies like someone got like mega outplayed because their burst got baited or some shit. But it's like in this situation, it's like it's hard to fight here. You when you were supposed to spend it, right? Like your Macho spending red RC there can try to at any moment just like flick that button, whatever. Going for those quick recovery normals like the 2P, like Classified will do against his opponents as well in the air. Can be a good way to keep the pressure up against your opponent. Good air throw. I love the air throws we've been seeing tonight from all of our competitors, Macho included, showing us like some amazing animations. I love the air throw animations in this game. They're so sick. Macho Using this staff pressure is to the best of our ability. That speed up is insane. Classified. Getting opened up with that low. Unfortunately for Macho, not a huge punish. And in fact, Classified gets out of that corner, but not for long. The 6P counter hit. Oh, amazing teleport, but the throw answer from Classified was just as great. Oh my god, I'm gonna mute Mike while this tap dust combo goes through. Goddamn. Charge dust, excuse me. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back here and Classified getting caught by the low. Unfortunately, I love that Link 5K 6H route from Macho to send this Giovanna through. It does have some good cards as well. Classified going to hold on to that burst, wisely so. Doesn't want to spend it willy-nilly and then Macho run away with this set. So unfortunately for this Giovanna, Macho is here on set point, but holding on to that burst may be what we needed. The overhead dunking us a bit, that basketball slamming us down. The staff is out as well. The cubes are looking good. Dude, Macho has been on point with the cubes. I got to keep it a million. Going to be able to fight against Classified despite that forward approach here in the air. Great stuff here from Macho, able to close out this set here on the Asuka, making it so far here in tonight's bracket. Duel 1, let's rock, guys. It's going to be Test Your Luck against Macho. Now, I feel like I've seen these... Oh, where have I seen these two play? I think these two played on stream recently. Like, maybe like a week or two ago. You remember that? Does anyone remember? I think these two played on stream. Well, they're playing on stream right now. Macho and Test Your Luck in losers finals. An awesome top 3, top 4, top 8, top 83 that we've had tonight. Big shouts to everyone who's entered the bracket and the redemption bracket as well. I'll have to shout out the redemption bracket before the grand finals, guys. So try not to let me forget. QQ, what's going on, man? How you doing, homie? How you feeling? How'd you feel after the that concert I saw you at? That was fun. I think after an incubation period, I may have gotten fucked up from that concert. I'm going to keep it a buck. Because I didn't go to any holiday things, and I'm still sick. So that concert thing definitely wasn't the best for my immune system. Oh, my God. Great babe. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, no! Oh, he was just a boy! Oh, my God! He was just that man! Oh! Well, that was a hell of a round there from Test Your Luck. And if you only watch one thing from tonight's bracket... Well, there's too many things. Oh, okay, but how does this work with clone? Okay, yeah, it is an overdrive. So that clone, of course, is projectile invuln, and it can be a great answer to those, but Macho, of course, going for the 50-meter super version, the 7-framer. The wire seat does get you out of the corner. Oh, wow, that was some cool mix right there. I don't think Test Your Luck expected the cross-up Jake. Oh, God damn. Oh my God, both players here in this losers finals are playing so disgusting, dude. Oh my God, dude. That was nasty. First off, that jump JK was nuts. And then, dude, you're not blocking this. Oh. Okay, I'll stop doing the sound effects. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm sorry. That's fun to do by myself, but I'm forgetting that I'm quote commentating a bracket. So so let me actually chill a bit with that. But I will say this has been an awesome match so far. If you didn't mute me because I'm sick, then you're... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Anyone? It's not top 4, right, Jeek? Oh.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, guys. Yeah, and I do want to shout out. So first off, guys, something I wanted to mention about the bracket, or rather the prize pool, is that I've only thrown in at this point just a fraction of what you see. Big shouts to Scary for patting the pockets of our players out here, of not just tonight, but multiple nights for multiple brackets of Guilty Gear Strive. So thank you very much, homie. And everyone claiming those codes. Exclamation point, Macho. If you guys are trying to claim some more codes, oh my god, quick round there from Test Your Luck here on this Nagoriyuki. Was running you down. Excuse me, guys. If you can claim a couple more codes, we'd really appreciate y'all. Got a couple more to get up to. I think it would be up to like 162.50 or something if we get all the codes claimed. Chasing this wizard back with BRC. You can't backdash if Nago has 50 meter. Going to be able to take you out. 2 very quick rounds here for Test Your Luck in a very fast game too.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you being patient with me when I take moments like that. Like I said, tonight is definitely the Jeekly to watch me on mute and to not hear too much about the commentary because I'm unfortunately not feeling too well. But I appreciate everybody. Despite that, we've had our highest number of entrants here in a Jeekly event all year. The joke being that it was the first one. But unironically, this has been an insane amount of entrants. 83 entrants on the 83rd Jeekly is not only like just so poetic, but an insanely high number. So thank you all for considering entering at any point. Whether it was this week or a past week, thank you so much. Nice 5K there on the round start. Very aggressive round start there from Macho. Feeling the momentum from our previous win, but TestYourLuck trying to slow things down a bit with those 2 quick previous rounds. Macho going to be able to... Wow, that was tricky. Look, it's kind of hard to see the cubes behind. Oh, wow. Great answer from Test. Remember I was saying about being able to special cancel off those projectiles. Test doing exactly that to get through there. Projectile down. Oh my god, it's that fall down JK again from Macho, paying dividends, getting another round for us. Now guys, something I want to call out is that Macho played against Jack earlier tonight as well as Test Your Luck. Okay, so first off, Test Your Luck was on stream. That match was 3-0 in Jack's favor. Earlier tonight, qualifying for top 8, El Macho unfortunately lost, but went to game 5 against Jack to get to, or rather earlier today in the bracket. Now Macho has climbed their way back all the way to this point and is only 1 game away from securing their run back. Now the tournament ain't over after this. We still got a whole set to go. Test Your Luck. Oh my god, okay. Macho having so much free time to just hold up there. It's like watching Potemkin with Gigantor Kai. Test Your Luck getting mashed out of that Beyblade. Macho taking our turn back. The far slash does get a hit, and the mana shield gets popped. No chance to fight back. Test Your Luck catches the backdash on your wake up with close slash. This now goes in a good spot. 6P on the round start. Going to be able to route into the bite to get all that blood back despite spending that clone. Puts you in the corner and uses that blood. for mix and stagger. Going to be able to use that red RC to keep cheating forward, getting that blood back with these slash normals. Macho tried to take our turn, but that's the sin of Guilty Gear Strive, and Test Your Luck going to make you pay for it. Repent. Repent for taking your turn.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
The Nago dilemma stuck here full screen against these cubes. We're trying to get in here. That super hard knockdown's going to benefit Macho here for going for that dust, but Test Your Luck was ready with the YRC. Keeping the pressure up. The lows are being blocked out here from Macho, but not forever as Nago opens you up. But you gotta seal the deal soon because the blood is high. With that being said, only one more hit will do it. And with this high blood Nago, with those 5 H's, you can do so from a distance even against Asuka. But the cross up close slash seals it. Oh my god, the cross up close slash seals it right there. Great stuff, man. Gonna catch you with that overhead. The second hit of the Beyblade, the 5D, even though the sword was coming from below, was still an overhead. A little tricky. Like if you're new to Guilty Gear, like that may be kind of like, it's like, oh wow, what? But of course, Test Your Luck getting the perfect there with that universal overhead. Oh my god, catching you with another overhead. Macho was ready with the burst. Trying to get that air dash forward after, man. The 2H gets us this counter hit. Linking after with far slash. Test Your Luck goes to the skies here on this Nagoriyuki. Blocking that first hit of Beyblade. Trying to keep it going with the far slash pressure, the slash sequence, but Macho on the drop gets the chance to fight out of the corner. The deflect shield, though, gets us some good damage. Tries to get that 5D tap dust to close out the set here at 3-2, but Macho gets the chance to keep fighting. Uses our HP to get the mana back. Wild Assault to keep the pressure going. Test Your Luck with no tension. We'll have to find our way out the old-fashioned way. The overhead connects. Macho goes for one more. Teleports in the air. And Test Your Luck with the forward advancing 6P. Macho is able to get the cross up there in the corner and a last hit scenario to move on. 3-2. Grand Finals. Paragon's Jack up here. No stranger, back in his chair saying, hey, I've been here once or twice before, maybe 50 times. Macho out here, I think in our first Jeekly Grand Finals, our first time, right? Seeing an Asuka in Grand Finals ever. Correct me if I'm wrong, Druce may have been in Grand Finals once before on the Asuka way back. But Macho out here. At this point, when I think of Asuka's, I think of a couple players. Macho on the top of my list. Also, Macho, was it you that won the shirt giveaway I did that one time? Am I mixing it with Christian Crab? It was one of the Asukas. Jack, however, in the face of this Asuka, able to close out a very close round. Macho. Great stuff. Now, guys, earlier in the bracket, while qualifying for top 8, Jack, of course, has won every match today, but was brought to Game 5 by one player, and that was Macho in the qualifying rounds. So Jack is, of course, a very consistent player, but has also had some time to sit in the winner's seat and sort of figure out maybe what could have went wrong, if anything, to prepare for this potential matchup you're seeing. And it looks like Jack already has some good answers here, getting a perfect to start us off. Jack winning 40-something plus Jeeklys at this point, guys. Big shout-outs to Avarice, who had helped me with the stats previously. I still need to make a graphic off of those, but great stuff here. Getting that perfect here. Macho is going to have a wall to climb, right? Because not only do you have to get over this first game that you lost, you have to get over the fact that it's Jack, but you also have to win 6 games, bro. So it's definitely going to be a hard-fought battle, but if anyone's going to do it, if anyone's going to mix up the game right now, it's going to be Macho on this Asuka here. Definitely been very happy with their performance, but they still have one more set to fight out against this Titan. Jack not making it easy. Going to be able to Deus Ex you through it. YRC actually connecting here, so Macho gets a chance to breathe. I'm paying attention here. You got to say, or rather I got to say, that Macho's earlier cards have been very fortunate. And I'm going to pay a little bit more attention here in this set, but in this past couple sequences, especially sitting on that double teleport, it has not been very great out here for Macho for those cards, especially now that Jack has brought you solo with that Mana Crush. Catching with the low. Oh my god. Yeah, that opens up anybody, even Jack, bro. Gonna be able to go for that super. Jack never got the... Oh, so we were full burst, but Jack actually never got the wall splat. So I wonder if Jack even would have been able to build up that extra burst that you see when people get wall splat in that scenario. Macho with an explosive round. Great routing there in the air to finish our food here against Happy Chaos. Oh, wow. I love the 2P. I love the P normal Gatling into each other, right? No focus on the side of Jack, but a backdash is all we need. This buys us some time to build up that focus, that concentration, but no ammo is not going to matter if you get a couple counter hits here. Going to be able to route into that Deus Ex as well. I just said no ammo, but look at that. Back to full. Macho. Not a great spot here. I mean, I gotta say the cards are like not bad if you were full screen, just being able to use the specials for free, but Jack not gonna be able to do that, or not let you do that with that hard knockdown. Jack in a spot here, despite Macho showing us such an awesome time out here on this Asuka. Jack trying to end the fairy tale with a hard dose of reality with this Happy Chaos. And what's going on, Idolo? I saw you enter tonight, homie. Thanks for chatting, man. Are you streaming later? Are you streaming, Idolo? No pressure. Good burst right there to get out of that corner. Oh my god, this time the cross-up getting blocked out here. Oh my god, Jack with amazing defense. Oh my god, dude. Amazing play from a Titan of the game. Some awesome defense there in the corner. Macho was trying to Twitter clip you, but Jack did it right back by holding the back button. Was able to get out of that corner as well and then turn it into our own favor. But the 5D does connect. The fast RC overhead is going to put this Happy Chaos in the corner. That shimmy was messed up. Good round there from El Macho. Oh, wait. That's right. Macho dropped the L a while ago. That was a little bit of muscle memory. Oh, that's a tricky one. So we are going to be able to shuffle our cards here. But yeah, Jack was able to fall out of that combo and away from the staff. So Macho wasn't able to get as much benefit as we wanted. But Awesome stuff there from Macho. Sorry about the sound effects there, guys. That was legitimate surprise and fear and excitement and all of the above. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get that burst bait, but depending on who you're rooting for, was able to close out that round by catching Jack with the low there. Oh man, that 2D. Jack doesn't, it doesn't even matter that Jack's full screen. Oh my god, Jack is trying to do up forward over Macho to get to the other side, but these projectiles and such into 2Ds have been crazy. Jack's still able to walk you to the corner, ready with the Deus Ex as well to get the full reload. Macho in a spot here to spend that YRC to try to push Jack back. Nice tech here. Asuka not falling for it. Oh, great BRC there from Jack. Able to turn that hit into a full conversion after. Jack going to be full resources. Macho going to be 0 resources, at least in terms of mana. Does have that tension building up here in a second, but you had to, I mean, it was checkmate at that point. Jack had already sealed the deal with that low mana, and sitting up here in this grand final set point position as we're closing out this tournament tonight. Macho is trying to stay alive here, going to do that teleport forward into the 7 frame, and it actually does get a punish here. I think it was a trade hit. Jack still stuck in that corner, blocking that first cross up. The low converting into teleport 5K after Macho breaks the wall off of that. Jesus! Good tech. Oh, Jack, great stuff. Not only getting that gunshot there in the air, but was ready with the burst bait after, and Macho gonna have to eat a lot of lead here with an explosive last round on death's door with low mana. Spends that YRC blue wall assault to keep that pressure going. Tries to get some of that mana back, but the J2K connects. Jack converts into the wall break here with the Deus Ex with so much meter as well. Only one more interaction will take it. Even with that mana shield defense, Macho does get to stay alive, but at what cost? Is Jack walks you down with the gun. Lick my feet, homie. Bam, bam, bam. Sorry, I got a little crazy there. Jack winning this set 3-1. Jeekly 83. First big Guilty Gear Strive tournament 2026. Yeah, I wish I didn't say that. I wish I would actually spend real US dollars to go back in time and avoid saying that. All right, guys, big shout outs to the bracket tonight. I gotta say, we saw some awesome stuff. I had some fun watching. I appreciate everybody coming out here. Massive turnout tonight from everybody, both entering and with the prize pool. This is your last chance to do a couple things, and Void's already on top of it, dude. She's so awesome. Guys, first off, go follow Void. Click on her name in the Twitch chat. Go follow her channel. Second off, !Macho. Check that one out. Claim those codes. We still got some more remaining. If everybody claimed the code right now in the chat, then we would be done. So appreciate you. Big shout outs to all the subs tonight. We had Lakey with the sub. Thank you very much. And Arashi Miraku with the sub. And thank you very much. And to Scary with some big contributions to the prize pool. QQ saying get well soon, everyone. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to say that when I do the raid here in a second. So let me get a raid queued up. God damn. Sorry, that's the last cough you'll get from me. Okay. You stood through one more cough. Okay. Let me queue up this raid. All right, 10 seconds of clock. Guys, thanks for hanging out, the Jeekly 83. I've been Jeff. I've been joined with Jite. Jite, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yeah, anytime, Jeff. I love being here. And you'll catch us every Friday at the Jeekly at 8 p.m. EST with a minimum $50 prize pool.